Ladies and gentlemen, my blazer is off, so that can only mean one thing. It is pre-show time for our return pay-per-view event, Phoenix Rising. Joining me as always, one half of the undisputed kings of commentary, the PNG of power, Elias Storm. And Elias, big pre-show match we got going on tonight.
Indeed, it is time for round 2 of the darkest timeline.
No, you ain't. We ain't doing this again. You ain't doing this again. Swear to fucking God, we're not going down this path. Austin Theory's a lot of things, but he is not the Dark Prophet that you think he is. No.
We shall see.
We shall see, but
Austin Theory is on a roll, by the way. I don't think Austin Theory has lost in a match where a pinfall or submission is involved.
Well, and one thing you have to remember, Austin Theory won his contract. God, I can't remember if it was Supremacy or Break the Ceiling, but he won his contract in a pre-show ladder match. You know, he had done some work as a free agent, but officially became a member of your roster thanks to pre-show matches like this. So, I mean, hate to say it, but Theory does have a little bit of an advantage because of that fact, but this is just a one-on-one standard wrestling match, so honestly, anything can fucking happen.
That's a very valid point. I mean, yeah, and when Austin Theory has one of the better ladder matches in company history, Wesley still indeed has the worst.
Well, thankfully, absolutely no ladders involved in this match. Wesley, I believe, is finally going to capture gold that he's been seeking for a long time. Obviously, Wesley been under the tutelage of Kenny Omega since pre-hiatus days. Of course, Wesley, one of the few people to actually kick out of the one-winged angel. Since then, Kenny Omega taking him under his wing, even putting Wesley in the Prideful Elite, who very well could all be holding gold at the end of the night. Of course, Kenny Omega, Galactic title shot. The Young Bucks, the only team to really get the upper hand on RK Bro. They could become 2-time tag team champions. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an action-packed pay-per-view coming in. Greg, put up how much time until the pay-per-view. But before any of that, I'm ready for some... Where the fuck did I put the controller? There it is. I'm ready for the fucking Internet Championship. I'm ready to see Wesley finally bring home the gold. Let's do it, baby.
I enjoy your optimism.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to you live from what was once the rent-free venue due to inflation and everything. It is now the cheap rent venue. However, we still got it for free because we volunteered Gary to cook the French fries at the concession stand. Gary, we're glad you can still walk after a match with Omos. Thank you for your service, and thank you for letting us get this place for free. God, I miss this place.
How much are those fries if we're getting the cheap rent free?
Well, so, okay, I mean, they're the really good, like, crinkle cut fries, but with, like, all the seasoning and shit, and for only, like, $2 more, you can get cheese and jalapenos and shit on it.
Yeah, but how much are the base fries? Because, again, this is a cheap rent venue, so, I mean, it's got to be at least somewhat decent to hold an entire wrestling show with thousands of people.
Well, thousands of people, thousands of fries, and remember, these are shitty concession stand prices. We'll put it at that. We don't have control over that, and that's, of course, up to the venue. I do want to point out right there, Wesley embracing the OCW Nebula before hopping into the ring. I feel the Nebula is really going to be behind him tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes a man who, much like Wesley, pretty much has everything to prove in OCW. Oh, he's got SmackDown fucking tights too. God, I love that fit so much. You know, I've always noticed he's always been just a little bit too big to be like a proper cruiserweight.
Yeah, and solid muscle mass on him.
Of course, this is a man who really for the past few years has been looking for kind of that next shot to be the next big thing in professional wrestling. And, you know, as we unfortunately saw with Edge, Internet Championship is a great way to propel yourself into the mid-card or even main event scene. You just have to have the right number of defenses. But Can't get those defenses if you ain't got no belt. And of course, Edge, thankfully being defeated by Seth Rollins, but the first man to get to 10 defenses. And quite honestly, we could see either of these men reach those same heights. But again, it all begins by winning the damn title.
Not valid, but honestly, even in the event that Austin Theory doesn't win, which I highly doubt, because Austin Theory is next level. I'll be happy that you have the opportunity to try and prove that a orange guy is better.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the bell, we are underway pre-show action, and Wes Lee wasting 0 time off to a hot start. Oh wow, standing shooting star. And of course, as we've stated, Wes Lee under the tutelage of oh, a ripcord V trigger. You know who we learned that from? Lee springboard drop kick right to the face. Wes Lee on a roll. Nebula already on their feet. Honestly, I love the clashing of colors here. We got Theory in the all blue. We got Lee in the gray and black. Ooh, and a stiff punch. These guys now fighting right in front of. Oh shit! Fuck you, Theory. You cashed in the U.S. title. Eat ass.
That's not his fault.
Yeah, I know. I know it's not your fault, but still eat ass. Referee already beginning his count. This match being conducted under Pride rules, so therefore it is a 10 count. In Theory, kicks to the kidney, doing most of his work on the outside. Going high risk while he's young. Picture perfect splash.
Giant splash.
I think referee stopping his count after. Oh, excuse me, wow, indigestion still kicking my ass. Now these guys fighting beside us. All right, guys, listen. You can do what you do, but don't destroy this desk. We have one. We have one. Now I do have a big ass roll of duct tape, but we got to put it back together. But you know, I have what you call dad with his first kid kind of ingenuity. Oh, no, roll up by Lee. Roll up by Lee. Trying to win it early and a kick out. And Austin Theory almost getting a leg up. Of course, Wes Lee he had trouble hitting that move the other week in his qualifying match. Hits it perfect here.
Up top.
Woo!
Oh, stomp there.
And Lee got some height on that. But
Theory countered though.
Wes Lee absolutely a creature of momentum. But Austin Theory just needs that one moment to sneak in, and he can take everything away from you. We're seeing
trying to work the legs of Wes Lee. Honestly, smart idea here.
Yeah, trying to take away the power in his legs, trying to stop Wes Lee's high flying capabilities. Oh, Lee looking for the 916. Dial it down. And Lee talking
top rope.
Talking some trash, maybe going for that stomp once again. No, gonna let Theory get up. Oh, Meteora!
What?
Lee from the heavens to capture his first championship. Oh, out at 2.
Got by Theory now.
Austin Theory.
Theory appears to be in a bit of trouble. Lee back to the top, looking for that. Oh.
Corkscrew! He hits it! Oh, for fuck's sake!
Who is it, though?
Probably Grayson Waller. Yep.
Oh, yeah. They are a tag team.
Grayson Waller, a free agent, but making his way toward the ring. We didn't know he was going to be here. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
No. I swear to God. No.
Covered.
Thank God.
That would have been funny.
I would have broke my fucking keyboard.
Unironically, I had nothing to do with that. Grayson Waller is not signed. Currently, no intentions.
No, neither of us had anything. I don't know how we got past Gorilla. I don't know. Oh, no. No.
Down.
Fuck. No.
Looking for the 8 down.
No. No.
Connect.
You bitch. You
Cover.
bitch. Come on, Wes.
1, 2.
Yeah,
3.
Wesley.
Not yet.
Oh, and the crowd loving this match. Already saying fight forever. Oh, Lee rolls out. Stiff punch.
Oh, good shot there.
Wesley. Oh, with a nice Rana.
Springboard Rana. Cover.
Trying to win
of
with
his
some
own.
flash.
1,
Oh.
2. Theory kicks out.
Would have been one of the flashiest victories we've seen this year.
Austin Theory.
Ooh.
Oh, power slam.
Son of a bitch, no.
Looking for
There's
it.
no way he
Another
has
one.
2 of them stored. He doesn't. Thank
No,
God.
apparently not. Okay. He was just taunting him to get up.
And
Working the arm now.
honestly, Theory probably tired of taking those stiff shots to the face. I know I would be, but
To the corner. Theory looking for something.
again,
Ooh,
the
stiff elbow there.
the stiff physicality of Lee, I think, also comes from Kenny Omega. Of course, Kenny used to wrestling that more tougher, grittier Japanese
Hang
style.
on.
Oh,
Oh, kick to the gut.
let's-
And oh,
ooh,
I forgot what he calls that, but that's
ooh,
2.
fuck. Hate it
And
here.
so it begins.
He's gonna lose fucking first week on Pride. I'm gonna fucking make a guarantee to you right now. Damn it.
Oh, don't vindictively book. You're better than that.
What? No, I'm not. We both know I'm not.
Crazy word.
Austin.
Anyway, Austin Theory, the new internet champion.
Well, congratulations to him, I guess. But again, Austin Theory, a man who knows pre-show matches very well, now trying to rocket himself to the main event of other shows. And a great match, honestly, by both men. Again, very, very physical. Wesley still searching for that little bit of internet gold. Austin Theory. Whew.
Oh, he calls it the ataxia.
What?
Yeah, it's a leg hook reverse STO.
That sounds like the capital of like Atlantis. Ataxia.
Well,
Sounds
ain't it either way.
sounds like a fucking
We have a new
city in New
internet
York.
champion who will probably have his first defense on Glory, but we'll see.
I can get close to the microphone too, bitch. Well, congratulations to Austin Theory, who is now the internet's favorite wrestler. But speaking of the internet, Elias, there was a lot of social media activity going into this event. A lot of tweets happening before the show. Couple came in during the show. If you would please read them off for the people at home. Yeah.
Absolutely, and if Greg would like me, do me the honor of throwing those up on the screen there.
Thank you, Greg.
Appreciate you, broski. First and foremost, the Creed brothers, who share a Twitter account for some reason, like it's fucking Facebook, and they're a married couple in 2011.
Easier to manage.
Valid. Poetically, the only way to get them back is how we lost them. Over the course of 10 minutes, we will do the burying. And that's right, ladies and gentlemen. The match we don't like to talk about, that shall not be named. Part 2. The Creeds asked me for this, and I decided to oblige them and hope it goes well. And Dax, being the troll that he is, responded with a picture of a hole in the ground with a shovel in it.
First thing I thought was the SpongeBob clip. Okay, get in.
I really hope this goes a lot better for them this time around. I feel like they've improved a lot since the last time. They've been under tutelage of Chad Gable. They've gotten themselves an edge. Now they're a part of American Made. So we'll see. Next up, from the Viper himself. I've carried a lot worse to championship gold. Crazy work, because I know all his tag team partners. I've told Riddle to focus on his match, and I'll take the lead in ours. We both know Generation Me, crazy shots fired, can't hang in the ring. And Matt and Nick Jackson obviously felt some type of way because they told him to kindly eat muddy ass.
super dick farty.
God damn it. Alright, Elena Black, formerly known as Cora Jade. Think you could jump me like that and get away with it? You all saw the attack Liv Morgan ensued upon Cora last week. Liv has been fined for that. Tonight I put you where you belong, which is at the bottom. Liv, quote response, false. In fact, the new Liv Morgan Tour of Excellence starts tonight. Hashtag loser. Alright. I for one, I think Liv Morgan is a very talented star, and I wouldn't mind her being champion, but I don't want a reign to start like that. Next up, time to apply some of my own teachings and take this fashionista to school. Tonight, the Elite hosts All the Gold once more. Kenny Omega letting the world know that Seth Rollins is not the best man on the planet in his mind. Bayley, who has a match with Zoey here tonight, has promised no more distractions, just you and me, Zoey. Bring it on. Her first title defense 2.0, by the way. And the fallen goddess and current owner of the Miss Breaks the Ceiling. Quote tweeted a little eye emoji. Very curious to see what happens with that. And then finally, the American Dragon, Bryan Daniels. I don't build kingdoms. I burn them down. He needs to come out of that randomly one night.
We'll make it happen.
The Dragon takes down his biggest kingdom. And new. Bryan Danielson, former open weight champion, is finally getting his one-on-one match with the world champion, which is a long time in the making post opposite day. And the Rainmaker, the forever champ, the greatest champion in the history of this company, outside of Becky Lynch. Kazuchika Okada responded with "Reign only falls as in championship reign," because I got it when I say so. Forever champion, forever the reign as in actual waterfalls. I'm like, you know what, bars. I was like, I see you. Maybe there's a little Korean rap career after he wraps up with Reign of Shadows. There, we'll find out. Even though he's Japanese, yes, I know he's Japanese. I'm not racist.
Like, what would his K-pop name be?
I don't know.
I mean,
Rainmaker's right there, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would be brand consistent. I mean, Rainmaker the wrestler, Rainmaker the K-pop star. I mean, it would be fun. He could take his wrestling shirts and sell them as K-pop merch. Watch his sales double. That would be so great. But obviously very fascinated by this match, our main event tonight, because I had a little bit to do with this. Of course, when we booked opposite day, I booked a 6-pack challenge, which included Bryan, who was the open weight champion at the time, the first open weight champion, mind you. And words are hard. He wins that. There was a chance that maybe, just maybe, he could have been double champ. Honestly, I blame the hiatus more than anything else. Coming back from hiatus, obviously, that loss of Carmelo Hayes. But as we saw when Bryan came out to speak the week after that loss, he seemed more motivated than ever. And honestly, when it comes to big matches, I'm not talking main event WrestleMania, main event All In, the American Dragon always shows up, shows out, and brings the crowd to fucking tears with his effort. And when it comes to big matches, there is no bigger A-plus player than Bryan Danielson.
I don't disagree at all, but before we can get there, we've got 7 more matches. So let's get into them.
Yes, sir, Greg. We gotta put those up. I'm very excited for the opener tonight. The first ever special event match from the Grapplers Cup Championship. The original bro, Matthew Riddle, taking on the upstart, the cold-hearted, handsome devil, the man who is signed on Pride just to come wrestle in the Grapplers Cup. My man, well, everyone's man, I guess, Hook. And of course, the story of this match and story of tonight, Riddle has to pull double duty, tag team match later in the night. Of course, if Riddle wins this, he will be the #1 contender for the Galactic title post Phoenix Rising. A lot on the line, a lot at stake. But of course, we're going to start the night off as pure and prestigious as possible. Grapplers Cup final. Very excited. And then had a brain fart for a second. Tag team action. The first of 3 tag title matches on the night. The Queens of Wrestling, formerly known as the Odd Couple, Charlotte and Asuka, have been nigh unstoppable since becoming women's tag team champions. But they got formidable opponents. Opponents who they faced off before in the First Glory after the hiatus. STALK U, Tatum, and Thea, however you say it. You know, blah. Could the Queens of Wrestling be dethroned tonight? We shall see. They definitely stand a big chance. And then I don't know why I'm excited and nervous, man. This is just all these matches are so fucking great. And this one absolutely no exception. Bayley versus the upstart Zoey Stark, who has not lost to my knowledge since being signed to Pride and has a pinfall victory over the Prideful Women's Champion Bayley. A singles match. Could Bayley's historic Prideful reign come to an end? We shall see. But obviously a lot of eyes on this match tonight for many reasons. Of course Zoey pinning Bayley, but Athena waiting in the shadows with the break the ceiling briefcase, and Mia Yim, who Zoey Stark pinned on the Go Home Pride to this show. You know, fucking Athena came out for that match to distract Mia Yim after Mia Yim tried to distract Athena during her match with Zoey. So obviously a lot of moving parts to this. Whoever wins, again, a lot of eyes gonna be on them. We'll see how everything unfolds post this pay-per-view. But for tonight, Bayley, Zoey, one-on-one, 0 distractions. And then the next tag title match, an Iron Man tag team match. As the Creed stated earlier, how they lost it in one of the most brutal matches we have ever seen. The Creeds look to get their lick back against the nigh unstoppable FTR, who of course beat the Creeds a long time ago. We don't talk about that match, but maybe this match will be worth talking about. And next up, post-intermission, Kenny Omega. Long ago in the early days of Pride, lost a match to Seth Rollins that propelled Rollins into the Galactic title scene. After winning Rollins Roulette, Kenny now gets his chance at Galactic Gold. The man formerly known as Tyler Black, Seth Rollins facing off against Kenny Omega, 2 of Pride's top draft picks. Who will walk away Galactic champion? Only time will tell. And then next up, for the second time ever, a chairs match. And of course, a woman very experienced in chairs match, Cora Jade, Elena Black, your glorious women's champion, taking on Liv Morgan, who, as we stated, jumped Cora backstage. You have to wonder if Cora is still nursing some of those injuries. But an absolutely excellent match. Hopefully will go on between these two. And then in our semi-main event, RK Bro, who's been almost completely unstoppable in the tag division, but that has one asterisk. The Young Bucks, the only other team to hold Prideful Tag Team Gold, winning the first ever TLC match at Battle Scars. But even that reign has an asterisk to it as well, because in the 2v2 run back the next week on Pride, RK Bro won those titles right back. This match will be to prove who truly is the better tag team. And of course, you have to wonder what Riddle's condition will be going into this match. And then our main event, the Rainmaker, the Dragon, international rules, 2 out of 3 falls, no disqualifications. Will the dragon shine in the big moment as he always does? Or will the Rainmaker once again prove why he is the forever champion? Alas, I stumbled so freaking much reading that card, but that's just because I'm just so giddy with excitement. I'm a little nervous because of all the moving parts, but I'm so giddy with excitement. It feels amazing to be back on the pay-per-view stage with you and with this entire amazing roster of folks we have. It is going to be a phenomenal night, I can already tell.
No, I absolutely agree. I just think the nerves are getting to the both of us. It's been a while. We're back, first pay-per-view in well over a year, but the moment has arrived, and we will deliver because that is what we do. That is what our superstars do because we are the best brand on Al Gore's internet.
Yes, sir. And before we get into it, I think it's only right that we do our picks for the night. Match number 1, Grapplers Cup. Quite honestly, I think there's no stopping Matt Riddle. As great as Hook has been and how proud I am to have him on the orange brand, I think it's going to be experience in age that triumphs in the end. I think Matt Riddle wins, but I think Hook does a good deal of damage.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Hook wins. And I think Hook wins convincingly. I don't think there's any stopping Hook on his momentum to becoming champion here in OCW, and so far we've seen nothing to disprove that. Since the moment he stepped foot in a Pride ring, Hook has put on an absolute clinic, and I don't see that changing otherwise.
Interesting take. Like I said, I think it's going to be a very close match, but I think experience is going to win out. Going into our next match, Queens of Wrestling versus STALK U, I'm going to have the opposite take on this one. I think the upstart, STALK U, I think they're going to pull a bit of an upset here. As great and consistent as the Queens of Wrestling are, every empire eventually has to crumble, and I think STALK U, I think they're going to be the cause of that crumbling. I'm going to take them in this match.
I love STALK U. It was a tag team that kind of formed organically. They were supposed to kind of have just that one-off tag match, and the two of them decided to work together after their debut. But youthful optimism can only go so far, and realistically speaking, I don't think there's a tag team currently on the roster of either brand that can compete with the Queens of Wrestling when it comes down to it. We've seen them defend these titles since the day they got them, and nothing has changed. I mean, what Toxic Attraction, Buff Mommies, the Player Haters, the Mages of Mayhem. No one has been able to step up, and I don't think that changes here tonight.
I mean, as we said, it really could be anyone. I'm still nervous. It could absolutely be anyone's match. What could also be anyone's match? Prideful Women's Championship. And you know what? Again, I'm going to go with the challenger on this. I'm not taking anything away from Bayley. I am glad that where the Fed is kind of on and off with her being like, the top star. I'm glad that Bayley has been able to absolutely shine and be the face of Pride's women's division. But you can tell the hiatus has created a little bit of ring rust. Of course, Bayley fell to Zoey clean, 1, 2, 3, and I think Zoey's got too much momentum on her side to not win tonight. Undefeated since we came back from a hiatus, and again, if I'm not mistaken, has not been pinned, definitely not in a one-on-one match, has not been pinned since signing with Pride. She was a late signing before Break the Ceiling. Of course, couldn't win the briefcase, but again, absolutely one of the hottest fighters in OCW right now. I'm taking Zoey, C360, middle of the ring.
Again, polar opposite. Again, championship experience is something Zoey Stark does not really have. She's a former NXT Tag Team Champion, I believe. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to like being the face of a brand, being a leader, Zoey Stark does not know what that is, and Bayley has that in spades her entire career. And so with that being said, I gotta back the role model, yours and mine.
Fair.
Rose Plant 1, 2, 3, middle of the ring.
We'll agree to disagree, but something we can both agree on. Fuck FTR. I'm taking the Creeds in this match, no question.
I would also like to back the Creeds in this match just off of the fact that they are the leaders of the youth movement when it comes to OCW. The first superstars born in the 90s be champions. And I want that to continue. I want them to be 2-time Glorious Tag Team champions. Because Dax and Cash could be humbled a bit.
Absolutely, and you know, I'm very much a supporter of youth movement, of the younger wrestlers. You know, putting them over. Like I said, I think tonight Creeds reverse dirt FTR and become the first 2-time Glorious Tag Team champions. Now, post intermission, I'm torn on the Galactic title match because on one hand, I've pretty much chosen the challenger for every match at this point. I want to say the same for Kenny, but I think it's going to be close. And Kenny, by God, is the best. But he wasn't number 1 overall for Pride. He was number 2. Seth Rollins, you know, while having the back and forth with Gunther, has absolutely carried the Orange brand on his back. He has done everything you would expect of a first overall pick and more. I think this is going to be insanely close, insanely competitive. I'm hoping for 5 stars. We won't get 6 because we're not in the Tokyo Dome. But I think, as much as I love Kenny, I think Seth Rollins retains here.
I would like to back the challenger here. Kenny Omega is one of the best professional wrestlers on all of God's green earth and one of the greatest Canadian superstars in the history of pro wrestling. And I think that is more than enough for a V-trigger to the face to be the end of Seth Rollins' reign as Galactic Champion.
Very well could be. I'd be happy with either outcome, really. Going into the chairs match, and you know, as much as I love both these women, I'm taking Cora Jade all the way here. You know, to quote the great Mark Henry, Cora absolutely has a lot left in the tank, especially as champion. It sucks that we went on a hiatus when we did because she really didn't get to begin her reign proper. She does, if I'm not mistaken, already have a successful defense to her name. And I think Liv puts up a fight, but Cora not only has more to give as champion, but also experienced in chairs match. Of course, having the one with Becky at, believe it was Defiance. Now, second ever chairs match. Give me Cora on this one.
I am 100% backing my champion. Liv Morgan's actions last week were disgusting, and again, she's been fined for that and reprimanded, but I have a championship match to put on. But the age of Jade is nowhere near over as far as I'm concerned. Cora puts, for a lack of a better term, the pause on Liv Morgan here tonight.
Man, we actually agree for once. Semi-main event. This is tough. Obviously, RK Bro's going to be at a bit of a disadvantage given the condition of Matt Riddle. Now, of course, the Bucks, the winners of the Grand Reset, you know, winning that, you know, Tornado Triple Threat to get here. The Bucks have been nothing but consistent since coming back. And the thing is that RK Bro, because of Randy being in Rollins Roulette, Riddle, of course, competing in the Grapplers Cup. Excuse me. These guys have not had a chance to have a proper tag match since returning from hiatus. I still want to pick them. I still want to pick RK Bro because when they are in the ring together, they're one of the most consistent tag teams in this entire company. And again, you have to put an asterisk kind of next to the Young Bucks' one and only tag title reign because that didn't even have one successful defense to it. That was won in a TLC match. Obviously, that's a very brutal match. That's very hard to win. I mean, just ask Edge, Christian, the Dudleys, ask
Hardys, the Street Profits, and Motor City Machine Guns,
Rhino,
DIY.
Spike Dudley. You know, I'm sure Big Dick Dudley was cringing in pain from heaven. I don't even know.
Pain in RVD.
Fucking
Edge and Chris Jericho. You get the point.
This is hard. This is hard.
Well, you're struggling. I'm not. I'm gonna back the Bucks. I think they're ready. I think they're owed. I think Rated Arcade Bro are really focused on being singles competitors and they're lying themselves, which is fine. But yeah, no, there's a reason the Bucks are champions the world over. There's a reason that the brothers have never truly broken up. There's a reason that they are EVPs. The Bucks walk in tonight, super kick party, Meltzer driver,
Yeah.
or Tony Khan driver now, or I guess Stanley Brewer driver, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And 1, 2, 3, Bucks are the new champs, and they have a very successful reign. Not as good as the Creed brothers, hopefully, but yeah, it kind of goes from there. But I am 100% backing Nick and Matt Jackson.
I think I'm going to also back the Bucks on this one, just purely because of all the circumstances that are working against RK Bro here. The Bucks, as you said, more consistent. They've had the time to tag together. Of course, they're brothers. They've always been on the same page. RK Bro, I think, puts up a hell of a fight, but given all the other external factors going into this, I think I, too, am going to back the Bucks on this one. Be a hell of a reign for RK Bro if it comes to an end tonight. We shall see. And then, main event, Danielson. It's too big a stage. I'm not saying that Okada can't perform on the big stage, but he has stumbled on the big stage a couple times since being in OCW, and Bryan Danielson is just known as that guy. He is absolutely big match Bryan. I think we have a new Overdrive World Champion after tonight. I think it's Bryan Danielson.
I am also backing the Dragon. I think it's time. I think Okada, as great as a champion he has been, his focus clearly hasn't 100% been with the company. And that's fine. That's the entire point of OCW. If you want to book other matches in other companies, you want to take on other projects, you're entitled to do that because all we care about is wrestling. And when he does show up, he's great. But I think it's time OCW had a champion who wants to be here every week. And I think that is Bryan Danielson. So we'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, those were our picks. And now that we've made our decision, we are just a few minutes away from our return pay-per-view event. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this pre-show. Congratulations once again to Austin Theory. Elias, any closing words before we get ready for the big event?
Yeah, absolutely. I just got a very interesting DM from one Angel Garza. So, Austin Theory, your first internet title defense will be against Angel Garza next week on Glory. Have fun with that. Also, I am very excited for this pay-per-view. I'm glad to be back as a 2.5 DPNG of power. Chilling in the fifth dimension was cool, but it's really nice to be right here in the cheap rent a venue once more, and look forward to a very exciting night of professional wrestling.
Yes, sir, and ladies and gentlemen, we will see you in just a few moments. Please enjoy this commercial consideration. We will see you in just a few. The following broadcast has been authorized by the Otaku Collective Podcast.
Wow! Oh, you just pissed me off! Oh, for the fight!
I add to his overhypeness. I do. I add to it. But taking like a large world view, right? Whenever he gets sealed in the manga, because he gets sealed, you can't tell me that the manga doesn't get better after that.
I just think having that one thing that I can count on every week with one of my best friends on the planet is super dope. And I'm just thankful that I'm here, breathing, God willing, obviously, to do this every week. And obviously, Bryan Danielson, current national openweight champion, is also still the #1 contender for the glorious OCW World Heavyweight, the most prestigious title in all professional wrestling. And Adam Cole
has a slew of challenges waiting in the wings.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have risen from the ashes to once more bring you the pinnacle of professional wrestling. Welcome to Phoenix Rising. My name is Stanley Brewer, manager of champions, and joining me as always, one half of the undisputed kings of commentary, 2.5G PNG of power, hailing from the fifth dimension, Elias Storm. Elias! Never thought we would be back here, but here we are. How are you doing?
Howdy ho! Hear the call of an animal. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. I am very excited to be calling Overdrive Championship Wrestling action with my brother in arms, the other half of the Kings of Commentary, the manager of champions, and the A- player, Stanley Brewer.
I know that was a backhanded compliment, but I will take that. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot has happened in OCW since coming back. And if you watch the pre-show, you already know everything that is going down tonight. Now, originally, before the hiatus, our next pay-per-view was going to be a little thing called Pick Your Poison. Of course, if you're a longtime viewer and you know the lore, you will know Pick Your Poison was a match debuted on Glory, where you win the Battle Royale, you get a championship opportunity, but you only get the one, and if you lose, you can't challenge for it again. But ladies and gentlemen, off the top of the show, we would like to announce that our next pay-per-view event will be Pick Your Poison. I'm very, very excited for that. I really wanted to, get that off my chest while we're still very, very hyped up. And Elias, as we went over in the pre-show, so much action going on here tonight. So many great matches.
Absolutely. We've got multiple tag team title matches, the Grapplers Cup finals, Will Okada Danielson, the dream match of many. Will deliver on the hype and see a new champion crowned. We've got two women's titles matches, honestly low-key grudge matches at this point. Very excited.
Yes, sir. And while the excitement's still burning hot, I think we should just hop absolutely right into it. Our first match on the night, Grapplers Cup finals, Matt Riddle versus Hook. And I believe they're ready to make their entrances. Oh, that ring's beautiful. And coming out to Randy Strawn, so this probably means they're making their entrance together. Indeed, carrying the prideful tag team titles, which they will defend in our semi-main event. Of course, Matt Riddle, hell of a road to get here, defeating Gunther in what some may consider to be an upset in the first round, first match of the Grapplers Cup. Of course, winning Group A, defeating Tommaso Ciampa, and then in the semis, defeating a red-hot, turn-back-the-clock Robert Roode to get here. But of course, as we know, Matt Riddle pulling double duty tonight. As we said, he and Randy defending their tag titles later. But right now, if Riddle wins this, he gets the next crack at whoever the Galactic Champion is. Both these guys, as we say in the pre-show, in pursuit of singles gold. It's going to be very interesting how things play out tonight, Elias.
Absolutely. This is the first time you'll be hearing voices tonight. Hopefully, in Stanley's mind, you hear it 4 more times.
4 more times.
Or 3, I should say, right? Yeah, 3.
Nah, I got it, though. It's very smart.
Yeah, but for now, Matt Riddle has the opportunity to be the first ever winner of the Grapplers Cup and cash in that opportunity to become champion. Double champion, possibly. But in his way, the cold-hearted, handsome devil, son of the Tasmanian, Hook.
I love that Hook comes out with the fucking towel, too. He spoke about, like, the inspiration behind his name recently. I forgot who the hell he said he was, like, talking with, but, like, because his name is based off of somewhere in, like, Queens or something. Like, it's based off wherever the hell he's from. Like, specifically where he's from in New York. And I thought that was really sweet. And of course it fits, given that his dad's name was just, you know, one name, very catchy. Of course, Hook taking a bit of a different path to get here, defeating Serena Deeb in the first round, then defeating Ivy Nile in the second. Had a match with Chad Gable in the semis, and that was a very tough test. But Hook, the upstart, overcoming the leader of American Made, who is not El Grande Americano. El Grande Americano, completely separate entity.
Right. I think he's from, like, Massapequa, which is, like, tail end of Long Island.
Oh my god, that is the stiff knee to start the show.
Oh god, Riddle looking to end it early.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Quicker he ends it, less damage he takes. But Hook takes no shit and takes no prisoners.
Hook immediately returning the favor with these stiff shots.
And of course,
reverse Russian leg sweep.
And of course, both these men, you know, not only fantastic submission artists with very lanky limbs, but also both these guys could probably win a legitimate fight. Matt Riddle, of course, the MMA background, and Hook, well, I mean, his dad is Taz. Kind of enough said.
I was about to say, yeah, I would assume the legit MMA fighter could probably win a fight or two. Hey, the whole reason he's a pro wrestler because he couldn't stop smoking weed. So yeah, it's not like he was a bad MMA fighter.
I still think about when he was supposed to do the cold open with Asuka and was just straight up like, I forgot what I was supposed to say. See ya, Asuka. Scoots off.
Crazy work. Pandemic was such a wild time frame.
It was. And of course, Riddle, MMA background. We're seeing it on display right here. Oh! And Hook goads him in.
Hook, like, massive close on his back, right in front of Randall.
And honestly, we're seeing a lot more of the fighter side in Matt Riddle than we are the wrestling side so far. Riddle thought about top rope, but I think Randy said it ain't worth it. And probably right, given what's happening later. Riddle now doing the cool spot. Oh, but Hook says, fuck your spots. This is real graps. And Riddle's like, all right, real grap time.
Oh, delayed fisherman suplex. That's a new one.
I love fisherman anything, man. They always look so cool. And seem relatively safe.
Yeah, it's pretty decent though. Shout out Kurt Hennig for the perfect play. Oh, Meteor.
And I think leading with the
Riddle.
right knee. Now running broom handle. We haven't seen that in a while.
Kick to the back.
Oh, Riddle, what's he thinking?
Riddle.
Oh, from the floor,
what a
power bomb.
bomb. Into the knee. Oh,
Woo!
maybe it.
Riddle
Now
trying.
Riddle on an absolute clinic. Funny enough, he hasn't taken a massive amount of damage, but a good bit. Riddle for the submission now.
And again, we saw Riddle go to the top rope. You can see Hook already bleeding on the side of his face. He got busted open early. Riddle went to the top rope for a sec, and I think Randy kind of, said something, or at least looked at him and was like, "Really? Are you really gonna fucking do this?"
Oh, Hook.
Oh, Hook! Wow!
The strength.
A little undersized, but Hook just as powerful as anybody on the roster. Now Hook getting hot. Series of clotheslines. Ladies and gentlemen, the house is on fire. Get out, get out. And Hook now saying, "You make me feel alone." Exploder
Exploder
suplex.
to the corner. Are we gonna see it here?
Can we see the red rum? And I think Riddle's now
Riddle's
busted open.
Hook now.
Oh,
Spear to the corner. Followed by overhead belly to belly suplex. Jesus Christ.
and this is the kind of
Riddle having
damage.
to roll out the ring here.
Yeah, this is the kind of damage you don't want to be taking, especially if you're Matt Riddle. Real slow to get up. Hook, though, can put it all on the line.
Yeah, Hook's done after this. So another floater.
God, your feet stink, dude. Jesus Christ.
Riddle didn't take the count on that, but he can't hit you, so Hook has to take. Ooh.
Guys, for love of God,
There's only one
settle it in the
table,
ring.
gentlemen.
Thank God. Ref at the count of 7.
I think that bloody forehead may have awakened the anger in Matt Riddle now. Working on the arms with Hook, smart.
Are these guys about to get the double counted out? What? What? What the fuck?
I told you it was bad.
God damn it. I'm the fucking commissioner here. Re-ring that shit. Restart it. Right the fuck now. God damn it. All right. We're doing it again. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
That was fucking stupid.
Oh my God.
I
that's
thought
looking
to myself,
funny.
should I go to custom rules and just get rid of submission or get rid of the count altogether? Nah. They'll be fine. Jesus crunchy Christ.
Oh my God. Oh, that's so fucking funny.
Oh, and Hook
Oh
immediately
my
trying to get the
God.
tap out on the restart. Immediately going for the tap on the restart. Locked in. Locked in. And Riddle fighting for everything it's worth. Hook's got that locked in. Releases it, though. He knows that's not his bread and butter. It's now Matt.
Wait, does damage carry over now and restarts?
Do what?
Does damage carry over now and restarts? 'Cause he had that bitch in for a minute.
I have no idea.
Or was that just the animation?
It was probably just the animation. But now Riddle gonna have to take more damage.
That's funny.
Hook, another spear, and another overhead suplex. Oh, Riddle, though, still got plenty of fight left in him. Jesus! Jesus!
Shenanigans on whoever wins this because of what just happened.
I mean...
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, still relatively even. It was just, Matt got carried away with the thingies, and, single leg Boston Crab on the outside. Right beside us, right over there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Guys, in the ring. We don't want to have to do this again. Thank you. Jesus Christ. I can't blame them for the first time. It was the animations. Now Riddle springboard kick. Oh, hook. No selling it.
Oh, Riddle.
Oh.
Using that knee. Powerbomb. Into the knee again. That right knee.
And Riddle could end it very soon. Riddle hasn't gone for the pro mission yet. Instead, been resorting to this. I don't know what you call it, but
working the arms here.
And of course, when you work the arms, you deplete the arms of Hook. That makes the red rum a little less effective. Honestly, very, very smart strategy by Matt Riddle here. That might not be quite as smart, but it's still effective.
I mean, honestly, the knee is one of the hardest parts of the human body. Take full advantage. Going for the bro mission now.
Bro mission locked in. Bro mission locked in, and he's gonna tap. He's going to tap. And Matt Riddle
gets the job done, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh god! While they celebrate, I gotta reconnect my camera. The very, very rare camera hiccup. Of course, it has to happen during a fucking pay-per-view. Everything going wrong, but that's okay. You know, we move on. And Riddle hitting the pose, well deserved. You see, we got the blood cleaned off his face. I don't know how the hell we had time to get that. Okay, so that's 2 stars for this, plus the 3 stars from the original. So Dave gave us a 5-star match. Yeah!
That's not how that works at all.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Fuck your ass. Yes, it is.
We go by official results. And
the
result on paper, Riddle
5 stars. 5 stars. No, 5 stars.
2-star match.
4. All right, compromise. 4.
No, compromise will be 3.5. 2-star match.
Fine, 3.5. Fuck you. Jesus Christ. But Matt Riddle essentially having to work 2 matches right there. Gets the win. He will have a shot at whoever wins the Galactic title match tonight. So single pursuit still very much on the table for RK Bro. But again, you have to wonder how much damage did he take, especially having to do essentially 2 matches. Time will tell. But he's got a little bit of time to rest up. And again, Randy was there coaching him, telling Riddle, you know, not to fucking dive outside the ring. I think Riddle, for what it's worth, focused on his strikes rather than necessarily the high-risk maneuvers and you know, wrestling tactics. Didn't see a floating bro. Didn't see a bro Derek. Hopefully he saved enough energy for later. But for now, Matt Riddle can be proud. Grapplers Cup champion. The first ever. Congratulations to Matthew Riddle. Hell of a tournament. Very proud of it.
Absolutely.
I know Dave hated it. Dave hated it from the start. I don't know what it is. I guess he doesn't like submission wrestling. You know, he would not give any of those matches the star ratings they really deserved. You know, that's just my opinion.
I mean,
it's correct.
Half of them were like 2 minutes long.
Not half of them, like
a good bit.
3/8.
A good bit.
Actually, no, more like 2 7ths. That's an even stupider fraction.
Jesus. All right. Next up, Queens of Wrestling versus STALK U. Can the Young Guns get the job done? Can they knock out the greatest mountaintop in the history of tag team wrestling here in OCW?
Now, if STALK U wins, I mean, you know, we haven't really mentioned this, but that's also a win for the youth movement.
Absolutely. Both Tatum and Thea are under 30 for sure, but I don't know if they're both under 25. Thea is.
I mean, I'm definitely still thinking, like, I mean, granted, when the Creeds were tag champs, I think they were still in NXT, in the alternate universe. Both these girls still in NXT. So yeah, STALK U could pave the way for the youth movement tonight. Of course, a road that originally paved by the Creeds, you know, and from what I understand, I believe the 2 teams trained a little bit together in preparation for their matches. Let's see if American Made rubs off on STALK U, but hell of a mountain to climb.
He is 21, and Tatum is 28. So they are indeed both under 30. Which means they are the future of women's wrestling.
Hell yeah.
OCW.
And here's the president
Queens
of women's wrestling.
Making their way to the ring with the brand new OCW women's tag team titles. You've been able to see those. It's probably the first massive glimpse you've gotten at them.
Ah, man.
And they continue the streak.
Very glad we kept the pink strap. I mean, you could not keep the pink strap.
No, 100%.
Of course, Flair with the figure 4, Asuka with the Asuka lock. And really, submissions have been the deadliest part of Queens of Wrestling's arsenal. You know, especially on the older Universe engine, when getting a tap out was pretty much the only fucking way to win a tag match. You know, submissions were the way to go. Lock it in well enough at the right point in the match, and even a teammate running in to save the day can't always get there in time.
No.
Sun setting on a beautiful night here at the cheap rent venue. And Nebula still on their feet from the first 2 matches. And again, STALK U does have a match with the Queens of Wrestling. One of the first matches coming back from hiatus. Of course, lost that match. What was lost in the match was gained in experience.
Absolutely.
And
in front of a crowd of 12,928. Throw that graphic up for me, Craig. And the Young Bucks.
Yeah, no,
not the tag team, but the title. But not the term. Yeah, Can the Young Bucks as the term, not the tag team. And Thea and Tatum get the job done here tonight. Oh, blonde on blonde violence to start us off.
Not blonde on blonde violence.
The sheer size difference in Charlotte and Thea here. Suplex.
Because Charlotte's like above 6 foot, right? And she's like 6'1", 6'2".
She's like 5'11".
That's a dang. Could have fooled me, honestly. See, I used to think I was 5'11", because in high school when I got height measured, I think I was at like 5'9". That was like sophomore year. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna grow, because most men in my family get to be above 6 feet. Well,
so that's 5'10".
Well, the thing is that my dad is like 5'9", 5'10", because there's always, I guess before me there was always, as he put it, a runt in every other generation, and he was it, and so I think I just got those genetics. Because my brother's above 6 feet. I think he's like 6'1", 6'2".
Right.
And
cover.
But then when I was getting insurance and had to get all the shit, the height, weight, blood work, and everything done, they were like, "Yeah, you're like 5, like barely 5'10". Actually, no, I think I was still 5'9" and like a few inches. I was like, "Oh, what happened?" And of course, Queens of Wrestling.
Double back body drop.
Of course, the professors of Random Tag Team Maneuver School, and here comes Tatum, and have to step around. Thea was trying to roll out.
Oh, landing Asuka there.
Double underhook suplex, and Thea has not been able to. Okay, now she's getting up. About to say, hasn't been able to. Thea. Okay, Thea.
Yeah, all right. Taya's that chick in Yu-Gi-Oh who's not good at duel.
Look, there's a lot of things that you do that makes me mad. That might be at the top of the list. Just mentioning that shit. She serves no purpose.
Kick out.
One of her wins is just because
a forfeit.
Yeah, because of fucking
Mai.
Yeah. Mai was just like, I feel bad for you. Take the dub. And of course, Asuka and Tatum had a one-on-one match, you know, in the lead-up. Oh, Christ. Oh, Tatum shake that shit off.
But Tatum saying absolutely not, kick to the gut. Stomp her out, Tatum.
And the crowd absolutely going berserk right now. Tatum's on a roll. And again, we talk about the size differential, but between these two teams.
Oh, counter. Oh, Flair about to do something dangerous. Oh, splash.
Of course, Charlotte, both physically and I don't know.
Charlotte needs to start wearing black more. She looks a lot better in black and white.
I've always liked her outfits. I don't think I've ever seen one that I've like disliked.
Yeah, I don't hate her in like in Mania and stuff. She definitely looks better with darker color. I think it's a combination of her skin tone and her hair. Because like obviously she has a spray tan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotcha. Of course, Charlotte physically probably one of the more dominant women in all of professional wrestling. Of course, wrestling literally in her blood. Tatum rolling out of that submission maneuver and sends Flair to the outside.
Tatum working on her legs. Smart. That bridging figure 4 turning into the figure 8. Can't really be locked in if his legs hurt.
Absolutely. Wow! Tatum getting creative with it. Now Tatum trying to showcase a little bit of her physicality.
Full advantage of the glory 20 count.
Very much so. I probably should have put that on for
a lot of problems. Yeah,
Grapplers
probably would have
Cup.
solved a couple problems in the Grapplers Cup.
Whenever we have the next OCW winter meetings, we'll talk about it. Maybe making 20 count just the regular thing for everybody.
Tatum.
OCW winter meetings have very much always been a thing, and not something we just made up.
Charlotte, come on now.
And Charlotte still getting some use out of those legs. Packs out of 1. Is that a...
Tagging it off, yeah.
Wait, that sign in the crowd, can you play dolls with me? Is that a Tatum sign?
Yes.
Hell yeah! That's awesome.
Hey. Yeah, she has a doll gimmick. So whenever she's obsessed with or friends with or teaming with someone, she has a doll version of it. Speaking of,
meanwhile,
Izzy Dame just gave her a doll, so I'm
nice.
curious to see where that goes.
But meanwhile, Asuka kicked out at 2. STALK U almost stole victory right there.
Again, the kids have the opportunity and the potential of just Queens of Wrestling are built a little bit different. Irish whip.
Oh, classic.
Back body, but Asuka got some height on that one.
Oh, but Asuka gets the hot tag.
Charlotte. I think Tatum wanted that to happen. I don't know why. Take advantage of the weaker individual, but.
Oh, but you saw right there, Asuka had to go through both of them.
There you go. Tatum saying it doesn't matter who it is.
And that's not the legal woman, but Tatum gonna try to do a little bit of damage anyway. Try to prevent the save.
Going after Charlotte now. Wait.
What's he thinking? Oh!
Let me go trap.
But Charlotte's right near the ropes, and Asuka was just getting back up. Paxi sends Asuka out the corner. Oh, wait.
Tatum might be a genius. Tatum might be a genius. The ref is focusing on Asuka now. But he picks up Charlotte.
He's diving.
Again, working on those tree-like legs.
Oh, what a gut wrench.
Gut wrench suplex.
Asuka hasn't moved. Now
referee
trying to get back. Could steal it. Oh.
Oh, my God.
The animation cheese was not in Asuka's favor right there, but Tatum.
Wait. Again. Tatum Paxley.
Tatum.
Oh, no. Oh, Charlotte counters.
Hell of a counter might have saved the match. Oh, another counter by Flair.
Cover though. 1, 2.
Oh wow. Yeah. A deep 1.
I would have been highly upset with that.
Charlotte Flair showing that she has scouted Tatum Paxley.
Charlotte.
Oh,
planning Tatum.
And it might be time for Tatum to make a tag. Maybe take advantage of the animation cheese. No. Unable to.
It's found by Charlotte.
Wiping her boots.
Wiping her boots in this respect.
She says, I may have scouted you, but that does not mean you're on my level. And Tatum,
Oh no. Figure 4. Can she get the bridge?
You have to wonder.
And she gets the bridge.
You have to wonder. Damn, it's the legs.
Into the figure 8. Come on, Tatum.
Oh.
Tatum immediately counter. And Thea coming in to help. The rookies been saying it's not time yet.
But I think Flair, she wasn't able to keep that locked in for very long. Oh, Tatum with a dodge.
Tatum, looking after the leg of Asuka.
And what can Tatum do? Will she go for the tag, or will she continue to keep going?
I think the smart thing to do would be go for the tag to refresh the break-in.
Oh,
Asuka, I think, might have been busted open.
Tatum to the back, to the neck, to the front.
Queens of Wrestling in trouble here, honestly. I'm very surprised.
Tatum Paxley's on a fucking roll. Powerbomb! And now the tag!
Tag in Thea. Yeah, there. She's a genius. She's a tag team genius.
Tatum
Thea
Paxley in her element. Now Thea, the freshest woman in the match. Can't she put an end? Uh-oh. Asuka slowly back up. Oh no.
Oh, Asuka was in severe trouble there. Honestly, I'd go for the tag here.
Oh, and Asuka a chop block of her own. So now Flair's coming
smart
back.
just moving by Asuka, tagging the Flair. What a match this has been.
Tag team chess happening right here. Both these teams living up to all the hype.
Oh, God, planning the shit out of Thea Hill there, but she no-sells it. Whip.
Spear?
Spear by Charlotte Flair.
Not a lot of room to pull
Cover.
it. Thea on the other side of the ring.
1, 2.
Oh.
Oh, Thea kicks out. Oh my, yo, this. I might have to make this a best of 7 off pencil.
You and your best of 7s, Jesus.
I've only had 1. Literally
but
only
you've
1.
proposed like 15.
I've proposed 3.
Times 5
This
is
one,
15.
JD. No. Oh, okay. JD McDonough, Jacob Fatu, which was an insane match, yes or no?
What? Wait, say that again. It was a
JD
what match?
versus Jacob Fatu as a best of 7 because it was an insane match, yes or no?
It
Because
was.
nobody expected that. Okay, cool. This match right here, insane match, yes or no?
Yes, and then like 5 more we've talked about off screen.
No. There's one more, and that was what, Adam Cole and fucking who was it? It wasn't Seti.
Probably Bronathan, because they had
Braun
a
Breaker,
really good match.
Which would all be insane best of 7. Also, we've only had 1 in company history. Yeah, we should pump those numbers up. Also, aren't you doing one right now? You fucking think? Yeah, let's talk about that.
Best of 5, which is not 7. Meanwhile, STALK U getting the one up on Asuka, and Asuka rolling out, probably the smart thing to do.
Okay, I find it real interesting that a blind eliminator happened, and then there's a blind bandit, and then there's a best of 7, and now there's a best of 5, and then there's the Dream Open, and now all of a sudden we got the Grapplers Cup. Yeah, okay.
Dude, all professional wrestling is people stealing shit from each other, right?
Alright, I'm glad you acknowledged. You're not wrong, but I'm glad you acknowledged.
Oh, Asuka.
Oh, drop kick.
Taking out Pax, and now,
Thea coming in to help her partner. Smart decision there.
But Thea might be on her own for a little bit now if Pax is out.
I mean, she might not need it. Jesus Christ, stomping the chest of Asuka repeatedly.
Beating the shit out of her.
Just spell Chase U out loud, or STALK U now, I guess. Same amount of letters.
Crazy.
STALKU.
Oh,
Thea.
Oh, top rope.
Come on, kid. Realize the dream.
What's she thinking? Oh, broken broom handle! The cover!
1.
Damn it!
2. Flair breaks it up, though, but that's good. That's good. Charlotte only gets to 1.
Oh,
Thea now.
Oh.
Looking for a finisher.
Can't
the
she
Kimura lock. The Kimura lock is in.
It's locked in.
The Kimura lock is in. Will she make Asuka tap?
Asuka, middle of the ring, nowhere to go.
Asuka has nowhere to go and no help from Charlotte. Oh, she fights out of
breaks it. Asuka knows too much.
Thea.
And now trying to wear her down, get her back down to the ground. Oh, stiff punch. Let's go for the tag. Asuka, Irish whip. Oh, the back kick.
Leg lariat.
Now here comes
Tag into
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Honestly, unironically, I think she needs to get Tatum back in the ring.
Nah, probably. I mean, Tatum did take that nasty bump to the outside, but she is probably the freshest woman. Oh, the chop. Natural selection.
Cover.
But Tia's going to come in, or not Tia, Tatum's going to come in and
breaking it up.
So now she gets her break up. Now Asuka.
Tag back into Asuka. Frequent tags by the Queens of Wrestling. Smart decision here.
I mean, semi-frequent tags by both teams, but definitely more so the Queen. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Asuka. Arm trap suplex there.
And Asuka to the middle of the ring.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Got the armbar locked in. Locked in.
Come on, Tia. Get out of the kit. Oh, no.
What a match.
What a fight.
But
unfortunately, again, sometimes it's just youthful exuberance is just not enough. Queens of Wrestling, after a very game Tatum, Paxley, and Thea Hill, come out on top. I think that scared them a bit.
Definitely. Queens of Wrestling looked out of sorts at the beginning of the match, but ended it the same way they always do. Asuka, this time not using the Asuka lock, a different submission.
Oh, Dave. Come on, bro. We both know what that match deserved. We both know that match deserves pop stars.
Woo-wee. I mean, hey, regardless, that's going to go down as a classic of all classics whenever we eventually do the OCW Best of Marathons. That will definitely be in the rotation. STALK U left it all in the ring. Nothing to be ashamed of, but I know they got to be fucking hurting after that. To be in the driver's seat.
I'll be having a very in-depth conversation with STALK U real soon. Because that needs to be seen again. But for now, Queens of Wrestling, get the job done, and you're right. They got to be hurting.
I mean, again, STALK U in the driver's seat for a long time. You know, as we said, Tatum, Paxley, 6,000 IQ in the ring. But Queens of Wrestling hit just the right marks to get the job done. And
honestly, I know we've been talking about Rhea and Gigi Dolan and all these others probably being the first ever mid-card champion for the women, but honestly, Tatum Paxley just made a really good fucking argument.
This is very true. We are in talks about, mid-card women's title right now. We will have more on that when we have more on that. It'll be out when it comes out.
Next up, though, speaking of singles action for the women, Prideful Women's Championship. Zoey Stark, Bayley, Z360, Rose Plant.
Hopefully,
and Athena is waiting in the wings.
Hopefully, a match that can live up to the the caliber of what we just saw. And fans getting up for Zoey Stark. Say it again and again. One of the hottest fighters in all of OCW right now. On an unprecedented win streak right now. She's beaten Bayley. She's beaten Athena. She beat Mia Yim in the go home. Mia Yim, of course, someone who is very game, looking to make her own name for herself. And Zoey represents one of only 2 blemishes in Bayley's OCW run so far. The other blemish, of course, being Zelina Vega, who we still hope comes back very soon, but Nebula.
No, I was like, as a boss, have you not talked to her?
So we have had a few private conversations. Did manage to get a hold of her. Won't divulge much due to employee privacy and everything like that. She is doing good. She's got a lot going on right now, but she is good.
Maybe she needs some new scenery. Something a little bit more clean compared to that orange.
Clean? You realize that white is the easiest color to make dirty, right? That's why I don't wear white
Exactly.
shirts.
Exactly, and the fact that it's still pristine every single week shows just how
No,
great
it ain't.
Glory
You got
is.
people jumping each other backstage and shit like that. Don't give me that.
Whoa,
You can't make that excuse anymore.
Whoa. How dare you?
What-
Your
what do you
chaos.
mean, whoa?
Your chaos spread to my brand because people
What the fuck do you
assume
mean
that
spreading?
because,
We did the
because-
brand split off the
because
top
your
of the fucking
lawlessness-
show.
because
Ain't no
because
spreading
your lawless
shit, you jackass.
your lawless West End your lawless West End bullshit hoodlums have spread to my OCW Glory faithfuls, and now they just assume they can do anything and get away with it. No, just because they do that on Pride does not mean you can do that here on Glory. Liv Morgan's been fine. If what I think happened actually happened, God forbid, at the end of the show last week, then that person will be fine too. I talked to Mello. He already said he wanted to talk about what happened, so I gave him the floor next week. We'll see. But yeah, no, we don't play that shit here on Glory.
Bullshit, but cope how you need to cope. Anyways.
Yeah, alright. Zoey Stark losing this match.
I mean, we shall see. But of course, you see that belt hovering over Bayley's shoulder, of course. When you're the champion in OCW, you just have that unmistakable aura where belts can't even attach to your shoulder because your aura is so strong. Of course, looking at that, the redesigned Prideful Women's Championship, which actually has the strap of the old spinner belt. I essentially took the spinner belt and redesigned it without the spinner and made it look like a somewhat proper belt, and I really like how it came out.
No, I love the spinner belt, ironically. It was a very... I think it lasted a lot longer than it should have, or it was a dope champion.
1000%.
I'm not saying it should have went away after Cena, but I think when Punk won it, Punk should have made a decision to be like, yeah, I don't like this.
Nah, for sure. But Bayley, you came out the match very hot with the running cross body. Of course, Bayley said tonight, 0 distractions, just mono, mono. And Bayley coming out hot. Can Zoey recover? Oh, kick to the back. Look at Zoey Stark has been, baseball terms, she's been one of the toughest outs in OCW since joining. Could she be looking for that Z260 early? No! Crossbody of her own! Zoe's saying what you can do, I can do better. Oh, now the physical chops and the DDT. The quick and powerful offense of Zoey Stark. And Zoey looking to go high risk very early on. Oh, blockbuster! And now, trying to bring this match an early end. Bayley, though. Now looking to make Zoey pay. Oh, but Zoey! Again, Zoey's got everything so well scouted, breaking out of it. Oh, Snapdragon into the cover! The absolute...
I heard that thud through my headphones.
Oh, dude. Well, where else would you hear it? But yeah, that thud was absolutely sickening.
Not through my headphones like everybody else does in an arena? I don't think that going to go the way you thought.
Oh,
yeah.
I was thinking outside of kayfabe, never mind.
Yeah, in brother.
Ow.
Alright. Bayley busted open, Jesus Christ. Zoey Stark clearly heard our comments earlier and was not satisfied with it.
And Stark doing her little kip up before going back out. Of course, celebrating usually gets you nowhere, but Stark probably trying to build that finisher meter, as the kids say. Now throwing Bayley.
I remember you could just spam taunts to get finishers in older games. I would just throw people out of the ring and spam like 4 taunts.
Is that what you did when you had to bury the Undertaker 17 weeks in a row?
Yep.
That's a story for another time, but that's one of my favorite stories that you've told me.
Fuck dick.
Now Bayley taking back over. The ref's fucking juicy ass is in the way, but Bayley looking to measure up for something. Does she already have a rose plant at the ready?
I think no, she chooses not to. Oh wait, no, she's going for the thing.
Oh, explodey suplex.
I thought she was going for the avalanche Bayley belly, but that works too. Suplex to the corner. Kick out at 1 though. Zoey Stark not that beat up.
Very emphatic kick out, and Zoey looked like she was dropping her head a little bit after that exploder, but Zoey, nowhere's for her. Oh, the most devastating move in all of professional wrestling! Oh!
Bayley kicks out. Oh, I hate when that happens.
Zoey trying to...
she's looking for the move that caused her an injury. Speedy recovery, by the way.
Yeah.
Drop kick misses.
Uh-oh. Bayley to belly!
Bayley to belly!
Bayley to belly! Oh, look at
And
this.
now, she's looking for it. She's looking for it. Kick to the gut.
Oh, my goodness.
And rose plant.
Does Bayley hit the right moves?
Ring, but 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, what did I say on the pre-show? What did I say? Zoey, I appreciate you, but the role model is a role model for a reason.
All right, dude, you're right next to me. You ain't gotta fucking eat your microphone.
It's not for you. It's for the audience.
But Bayley hitting the right moves when she needed to. And again, I don't think she hit those moves at all in their previous match. Putting a very formidable foe away. I'm a little shocked, but not surprised. Bayley is still your prideful women's champions. Now you have to wonder, with everything else going on, where does Zoey Stark go
That's
from?
a T. Polly reference.
Huh?
I just realized that's a T. Polly reference.
Wait, shit, what did I say? I already zoned out.
Oh, shocked but not surprised.
Oh, I completely forgot that she said that. That was unintentional.
Yeah. Because I was like, but I was like, babe, that's the same thing. I walked out the window this morning.
But Bayley, I mean, but Bayley again hitting the right moves, but you have to wonder. You have Athena waiting in the wings. Does Zoey get a rematch? What's next for her? Obviously, you know.
I mean, if we look at pro wrestling rules, back of the line, Athena obviously missed break the ceiling. She's still got a couple months left on that. We'll see what happens. But like I said, again, Bayley, rose plant, middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3. I mean, it was middle of the ring adjacent, but we got a job done. Now,
middle of the ring adjacent is crazy.
Now, the one match I am deeply terrified of, for multiple reasons. What are they now? 12, like 11 time?
I'm not sure. There's.
All right. Well, you hype up the match. I'll Google it.
Yeah, because the CAWs have them in their 7-star attire, but
it's been a hot minute since then. Championships and accomplishments. 1, 2, IWGP, Ring of Honor, Raw twice, SmackDown once, AAA once, AEW twice, NXT twice. That's 10. 11 with OCW. Yeah, the 11 star FCR. Because we acknowledge all tag titles in this company. Because NXT was a third brand. We didn't forget.
Yeah, I mean, I've always kind of looked at it as a third. I mean, I was watching it over AEW when it was on Wednesday nights because I fucking love the product.
Right,
so
by the way.
And the Creeds, I guess maybe to get in the heads and or just waste the time of FTR deciding to come out separate, playing the music again. Though obviously the Creeds very, very enthusiastic to be here, to be back in this match. You know, and again, you know, I know we say we dare not speak on it, but we have to speak on it. One of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Creeds, tag team champions.
Bear Crow.
A chance to prove themselves even more than they already had against FTR. Iron Man match. I don't even remember what the final count was. It was like 12-2 or something. I think that.
No, I don't think it was that bad, was it?
No, it was that. Why do you think we don't speak on it? It was that.
No, it was like
fucking
it was like
bad.
10. It was like 10, right? Or like 8. It was like 8, or it was like 8-2.
No, I swear to God, they reached double digits. Listen, I know it traumatized me too. I know you're blocking some stuff out, but I swear to you, it was double digits. And they got like the Creeds got like 2 like pity pins at the very end. FTR walking out as one solid unit. These guys, all the confidence and ego in the world. Of course, you see the glorious Tag Team Championship belts. The first belts, actually, that were redesigned by our belt team. And FTR, since absolutely dismantling and burying the Creeds deep underground, have held those belts and have not looked back.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 515 pounds. The team of
That is some fucking muscle right there. But of course, the Creeds have one of the most memorable tag team title victories, of course, at Defiance, Hell in a Cell against Judgment Day, and I believe it was Brutus who fell through the top of the cage. Then Julius hitting the shooting star. And of course, that was not only a hype moment, but that was the start of the, quote, youth movement. STALK U unable to get the job done, but the Creeds still a chance to re-kickstart the youth movement if they can win those tag titles. 10-minute Iron Man match. Can the Creeds undo one of the worst burials we've seen in professional wrestling? Oh, Dax immediately that crucifix bomb to start things off. Surprised he didn't go for the pins. Of course, this match, 10 straight minutes, 20 count, regular wrestling rules.
Julius fighting back. Oh, but again, a couple stiff punches followed by that arm drag.
And honestly, Julius a little bit taller, but kind of similar frames with Julius and Dax. You know, both big, beefy, hard-hitting guys. Oh, and Dax just
body assisted.
Just throwing Cash, of course, Cash adding some extra weight thanks to all that fucking body hair. Now cross body diving back into the ring. Julius though with his cool high top sneakers, battling out of it. Do you think they wrestle in Jordans?
I don't know if they wrestle in Jordans. I've never really paid attention. I mean, they wear singlets, so I would assume it's probably like wrestling shoes, like Aces or something, right?
What if the Shaqs? I would love that. That was my first pair of high top sneakers, was a pair of Shaqs.
Cover. Turn out one. You could probably DM Julius, not Julius, Brutus and ask.
Hell yeah.
He seems like I've got to answer questions like that.
Yeah, hell yeah. Now FTR making use of quick tags. Julius, only member of the Creeds in this match so far, but recovering quickly, looking good. Some stiff punches. You know there's no love lost between these two. And now
tagging to Brutus now.
And here comes the fireball, Brutus.
The wrecking ball fireball.
Oh, Dax diving crossbody.
A lot of crossbodies from FTR in this match so far.
A lot of crossbodies in general. And no one's missed them so far, I don't think.
Up to the corner. Might be in trouble. Tag.
Uh-oh.
To the arm.
Snapping the wrist of Brutus Creed, and now Dax trying to take on the big ball. An arm drag. And now looking for... Oh, just gloms him on the back of the head. We are 2.5 minutes into this match, and so far, no pinfalls yet. Now Cash still stalking the young Brutus. Honestly, FTR not being too aggressive. I think they're just trying to take their time. They're playing with their food in a sense. Now tagged by FTR, but a hot tag from Brutus into Julius. But now it's just Julius on his own against the inevitable FTR. If they want any chance of getting that first fall, Julius has got to do some damage right here, and he's doing just that and meeting Dax immediately as he rolls out. We're now 3 minutes in. Of course, referee operating on a 20 count here. And I believe Dax now busted open. Down go the straps for Julius. An outstanding shooting star.
Julius saying that what happened last time can never happen again. We're about 6 minutes and 30 seconds into the 6 minutes 30 seconds left. Excuse me. So we're about what 4:30 into the match.
And Julius going for the first pinfall of the night, but barely even gets a 1. Now Dax just throwing him off his back. And you can see the blood rushing down the face. Oh, but during that taunt, Brutus tried to get the element of surprise. He gets caught by Dax, but able to snake his way out of it. And now Brute to the corner.
Oh, but Dax fighting out of it. Veteran ring presence.
Absolutely saw that coming from a long way. Now running Bulldog. And now the tag. What's on the mind of the tag champions?
Cash Wheeler.
Oof.
Running leg drop.
If he pinned him with that, we would have to start playing Real American.
God, no. Never on this channel.
I am a real revival man.
Oh, overhead press.
Never pull out the gun again.
Into his, oh my God.
For the first pinfall. 1.
Get down. You can tell immediately the sheer difference between this one and that match that we want to talk about.
Oh yeah, Creed's absolutely
Creeds are
holding their
playing a
own.
lot smarter. You know, the frequent tags are slowing the match down. They were playing to FTR's pace last match, which was their problem. And they surely learned from it underneath Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Working the leg now is Cash Wheeler.
And you know what? Maybe the strategy here is not to go for the most pinfalls, but try to keep it to just 1 or 2. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Pile
There's
driver.
Pile driver.
And Brutus gonna go in for the breakup. Still no falls as we are more than halfway through this match. And Cash trying to glom Brutus on his way out. No dice. But Cash continuing with the stiff shots. Julius is far away from his brother as he could possibly be.
Oh, good slam to the back there.
We are now 6 minutes in. Still no pinfalls.
Looking for another springboard crossbody, possibly.
Oh, but he misses.
Oh,
But he misses. Julius gonna take advantage.
Julius. Irish whip into the corner, kid. No, oh.
Overhead.
Belly to belly. That works too. Go ahead and tag your brother. Go ahead and rest a little bit. Smart move. There you go. Play this smart, kids.
And now if Brutus, I think he's heating up. Can he go on a tear right here? Possibly get a pinfall. Oh, and he's... Oh, you know this is about to get very personal. Standing slam. Top rope. What's he thinking?
No.
Maybe a
Going for
solo.
something.
Solo Brutus ball.
Oh my God.
Can they get the cover? Here it is. 1. Oh,
One.
Cash.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Flying
Cash flying
in.
in out of nowhere. Bro was on 3 times speed.
Oh my goodness. But again, that could have been crucial. Instead of the most falls, it's all about the 1 fall. Uh-oh. Pile driver of his own.
Oh my God. 1 again.
And brothers there for each other. But Dax still in control. We are almost 7.5 minutes into this match. Still no pinfalls. And now...
Oh no, tag.
I mean, FTR, with zero pinfalls, FTR still walks away the tag champions.
No, that's a very good point. Leg drop.
And honestly, walking away with no pinfalls might be just as big of an insult.
So.
Now Dax back in, or Cash back in the ring. Of course, count out, you know, a lot harder to come by. Oh, Suicida!
Another flying body to the fucking chest there. Gotta hurt.
Oh, Cash
Throwing
deciding
Brutus back in.
no longer to run clock. Oh, come on.
1, 2,
Oh,
kick out.
saving the day. We have a minute and a half left. Something's got to give right here.
Another quick tag.
Uh-oh. Okay, not Shadow Machine. Working that wrist again.
Working the arm.
Oh, wait. Oh, I thought they were going to go for it. Oh.
But Brutus countering.
Brutus breaking out. Brutus breaking out. Oh, Dax is down and close to the corner.
Shoulder tackle. Tag into Julius.
And we are nearing the final minute here. Oh, Julius going for the immediate cover.
1, 2. Come on, kid. Oh, kicks out.
They just
We're
need
close.
one.
We're really close. I think whoever hits it. Wait, this might be it.
Wait a minute. Julius.
Yes. Running lariat. Kiss the fist.
Gets it.
Oh,
Cover.
decapitating him. Cover.
Oh, late cover by the ref. Come on. No.
1. Oh, I forgot he had one.
And the ref is down. The ref is down.
Hit him again.
Ref is
Hit
down.
him again,
out.
kid.
With almost 30 seconds left. Wait, ref's back up. Oh my God, Julius.
He's got to fly now. He's got to fly right now.
This won them the title. But wait, no, okay. Drop kick. But they got to go now. They got to go now. 20 seconds. They got to go now.
Right. For the love of God, kid. Yes. Yes.
Oh, the cover.
Yes,
The cover.
Yes.
1.
2.
The ref is hurt. But they still get it! They still get the fall! 8 seconds! Can the Creeds do it? The Creeds! The Creeds! They did it!
Oh my God, let's get it! Dax
my
Harwood not
goodness.
taking too kindly to that, but the Creed brothers fulfill the prophecy. They are once again tag team champions.
It took everything in the arsenal to do it. One fall. All they needed, FTR was trying to get 0 and walk away. But no. Julius and Brutus recapture the glorious tag team titles.
Oh my God, what a moment. Congratulations to the Creed brothers. The youth movement continues over on the Zenith brand. I'm so proud of you boys.
Oh.
What a way to make up for that.
Oh my goodness. And I do believe...
God. I need some water. Jesus Christ.
Well, you get that. The Creeds, they absolutely exercised some demons tonight. Might not have been in the flashiest way possible, but you get the job done any way that you can. And the Creeds pull it out, and everybody, pull up the Fallout meme, everybody liked that. The Creeds, 2-time glorious tag team champions, the first tag team to do that over on the Zenith brand. Oh, what a reign by FTR, but again, the Creeds exercising their biggest demons in OCW, and they once again sit atop the tag team world. The youth movement's been restarted, and Elias can go to bed very happy tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in post-intermission. We have what could very well be a match of the night contender. It's going to be hard to compete with the women's tag, but I think this match has a shot. Jesus H. Tap Dancing Christ.
Yeah. Anyway, we've seen really interesting matches here tonight. Currently, in my opinion, STALK U versus the Queens of Wrestling is still the #1 match. But again, like he said, this match has a good shot. Wesley accompanying his mentor Kenny Omega to the ring.
That's expensive.
Oh, that's a Good Brothers entrance. That's what it is. Yeah. Kenny Omega, former internet champion, now has the opportunity to carry the brand he was drafted second to.
And he's being joined by his protege and student Wesley, who put up a good fight against Austin Theory in our pre-show, but ultimately fell short of becoming internet champion. I bet both of them would have loved to make the entrance with Wesley having gold in tow. Alas, was not meant to be, but that won't stop Kenny from going after the top prize on the orange brand, the Galactic Championship. And again, Kenny got here thanks to Rollins Roulette, which was something that was started pre-hiatus when Rollins wanted 4 new #1 contenders to duke it out. So, through a series of matches that he set up, brought in 4 competitors: Hangman Page, Will Ospreay, Randy Orton, and Kenny Omega. And okay, this was the gear I wanted Seth to walk out with when he was facing off against Edge, but now he can absolutely own it. Seth Rollins, of course, defeating Edge just a few weeks ago. Edge, a surprise opponent for Rollins, considering how he was preparing for Kenny. That could play a factor in this match. Rollins maybe getting thrown off from his preparation, but he's walking in, of course, that jacket. Architect, Slayer, Messiah, Visionary, ASMV, and now he can call himself Savior.
Austin Theory has the opportunity to do exactly what Edge did and recreate the dark timeline, but what's more important is, will Seth Rollins even be champion when Austin Theory gets to that 10th title defense?
He's not getting the 10th title defense, but that's very cute thinking.
Alright, you say that, but we'll see.
And the Nebula singing along, giving Seth Rollins his flowers. He has been a phenomenal Galactic Champion. Of course, saving the brand from the darkest timeline, but can he walk out still champion after going up against the Cleaner, the Belt Collector, the best in the world, Kenny, by God Omega?
Yeah, but did you make that?
That gear? Yeah. That was supposed to be his gear when he walked out for his match against Ed, and I guess I just selected the wrong slot.
Well, yeah, too.
Honestly, like, it's not too terribly hard. You just gotta fuck around in Photoshop a little bit. But that was a relatively simple design. But I figured, hey, keep it simple. Put black text on the white. It'll look good. Ryan, fuck you. I know we have heat, but stop calling it Universal Champion. What a dick licker.
I mean, we probably could just call it that.
And now I like Galactic Champion.
Technically, that title is decommissioned, so it's not like anybody's using it.
True, but I don't know. Like, before Roman had his like big reign with it, that led to the Undisputed title. I don't know. There's a weird kind of air to the Universal title.
Yeah, but technically, a universe is bigger than a galaxy.
I like Galactic is you came up with Galactic, actually, is the thing.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah. Because we were trying to come up with a name that wasn't Universal.
Universal.
So look at us. Now we're fucking just running in circles, and Kenny...
Well, yeah, but now it's not copyrighted.
True, but I still like Galactic, and Kenny off to a hot start. Of course, he did the thing. He did the cleaner point.
You know what? When Austin Theory becomes Galactic Champion, he's gonna do his thing. He's gonna change the name of the belt.
I will never forgive you. Oh, Rollins trying to go for an easy victory, trying to get the easiest paycheck in all professional wrestling, can't get it done. And
it's good content. He doesn't do that as much as we used to. He needs to bring that back.
Do what?
The elbow to the back of the neck thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, now Rollins disrespectfully dragging the face of Omega across that top rope. Now these two locking up. Oh, we're going to get some chain wrestling. You know the fans love that. Of course, if you control a man's wrist, you control his entire body. Kenny, roll through. Now he's got set down, working that arm, working that wrist like it ain't no thing. And Kenny
Wrist lock.
maintains control. Deep
One
arm
of the
drag.
moves that should be brought back in general. I don't know. Have you seen that short about wrestling moves that people should bring back?
Maybe? Oh, Kenny, a nice dodge.
Or that are underrated, I should say.
Kenny running clothesline. He's got the Nebula all pumped up for that.
And bang! Kenneth.
Ooh!
Also, this is not a good Kenneth mod. There's got to be a better one, right?
I mean, I downloaded a couple, but this is just the one I rolled with.
Fair enough. And I was just like, because like Kenneth's face is a very unique face. Not a lot of men that look like Kenny Omega.
That's also true. The one we had in 2K23 was really good. And Seth responding with a stiff knee of his own. And now
I think Murph does a really good Kenny.
Oh, and a
We should just steal
moonsault.
it. That's whose cause we need to start stealing.
And Kenny, oh, he's measuring up or something already. B trigger! That's what he used to get here. Does Kenny put it away quickly? 1, 2. Oh, Kenny almost had one of the.
Oh no.
Kenny almost had one of the quickest galactic title victories in recent memory.
I drop kick to the back. Steps on me filling that one next week. Kenny Omega, again, kind of celebrating a little bit too much.
And the Nebula already chanting "Fight Forever." I feel like this match hasn't even quite gotten off the ground yet.
Power slam. Kenny,
Yes,
brother.
Kenny, we get it. You were in Bullet Club.
All right, yeah, you've been out of Bullet Club longer than you've been in it.
I mean, the crazy is that the two attires for the CAW is this gear, and another knee of his own, ripcord knee, and a moonsault.
What's so crazy? I remember when Seth started using that, and people were like, "Oh, you really rip off Kenny Omega."
But Seth looking for the curb stomp, hits it middle of the ring. The Seth ended early.
Over. 1, 2.
Kenny out. 2.
Kenny saying absolutely not. Kenny Omega is at least a 3 finisher kind of guy.
Oh, but now
Rollins, two.
Pedigree. Middle of the ring. Measuring up for another
what the fuck?
stomp. Hits it. Middle of the ring.
I mean, I was joking, but where the fuck did he get 3 finishers?
And Kenny's out of 2 again.
Can we talk about that?
I don't fucking know. And now these two trying to go at each other. They both miss. And another knee. Kenny measuring. This has been a quick match, but this has been an Iron Man performance by Kenny. Oh no way. No way.
The move no one kicked out of.
One-winged
angel.
One,
2.
Kenny
3.
Omega did it.
Well, yeah. I called it. Yeah. Holy shit.
Kenny Omega sits atop the galaxy. Another one for the trophy case. He is your new galactic champion.
Kenny Omega fulfills the prophecy. 3.5 stars.
Unreal. I thought that was going to be a long barn burner, but no. Seth goes for the kill early, but Kenny Omega.
Curb stomp, pedigree, curb
stomp. Ever resilient. That was crazy. But just
V-trigger into a one-winged angel, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Kenny Omega completed what he set out to do from the start. Not only gets his lick back from early on in Pride's history, but takes what he feels has always been rightfully his. The 2-time internet champion can now call himself Galactic Champion. And the Prideful Elite.
What a match. What a moment.
What a match, what a moment. Prideful Elite now got some gold back on their side.
Batting at 500 right now.
And of course, Kenny getting to share that moment with his protege, Wes Lee. Of course, Wes Lee, still a long way to go, still a lot to learn. But he can beam with pride that his teacher, the Professor, the nickname that finally gets it, professor can call himself Galactic Champion. Congratulations to Kenny. Seth, a very hard man to dethrone. Now, Seth, who knows, could win it in the run back. We know how good he is at those run back matches. But if this is the end of Seth Rollins' title reign as Galactic Champion,
That was a good one, honestly.
very good. Trading it back and forth with Gunther, he welcomed any and all challengers. You know, I mean, Moose, Moose, and Angelo Dawkins, Drew McIntyre. He was not shy. I mean, he made you work for it, but he was not shy about putting that title on the line if either you helped him or if he felt you earned it. And again, this could be the end. This could not be, because Seth is very, very good when it comes to the run back. We shall have to see. But again, if it's the end, Seth, great run, and thank you for saving this brand from total and utter annihilation.
I'm exaggerating. Edge would have been a phenomenal champion.
No. Anyways, let's get on to our next match, the second ever chairs match in the history of this company. Cora Jade, Liv Morgan. Of course, we can go all day about Cora Jade, one of the early standouts of OCW glory, and of course, getting that phenomenal victory over Becky Lynch in the Iron Woman match. A moment that will live forever. But speaking of live, opportunity to have a run similar to that in the alternate universe. Looking for that generational run she's always deserved. And of course, in the alternate universe, we do wish Liv a very speedy recovery.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, Liv Morgan suffering that shoulder injury, but here in this universe, she's healthy and raring to go. Liv Morgan, the owner, operator, and CEO of the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour, 1/4 Carlito JD, 1/5 Judgment Day, maybe 1/6 because they kicked out Carlito, and they're bringing back Raquel. So yeah, possibility. But Liv attacking Cora Jade this past week backstage. Cora Jade came to me pissed off and said, "You know what? That bitch is mine." I was like, "Well, yeah, because I need the money for the title match." But she said, "No, that bitch is literally mine. Chairs match, run it back." And I said, "You know what? That's money. You got it."
Dang, I didn't realize she had the fucking Singapore Kane entrance. That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Of course, Cora Jade not playing games. This is a chairs match, but he's coming to the ring with a weapon, showing Liv she's absolutely playing zero games. You have to wonder the condition of Cora Jade. Is she 100%? Is she even 95%? We don't know, but Liv Morgan might have a lot to take advantage of if Cora's not completely ready to go. But again, Cora's the only person in this ring who has experience in the elusive OCW chairs match. Of course, it's a match operated under Extreme Rules. Nothing but chairs under the ring, so, you do what you do with chairs. You get people with them.
Introducing the challenger from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv.
You're a New York guy. Where the fuck is... I know it's Jersey, but where the fuck is Elmore Park?
Where is Elmore Park?
Yeah.
It's right outside of fucking, how the fuck do I explain this?
If it doesn't come to you now, you can explain it later.
Yeah, because it's... Where, I'm trying to, like, put it in fucking terms, right?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
It's not near Rutherford.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know where Rutherford is.
Wait, no, brother, it's Elmwood Park.
Oh, I thought you said Elmore. My bad. Maybe I just
I was like, no, it's a borough in Jersey, right outside of fucking You know where Hackensack is?
No, but I love the name.
It's near Hackensack.
Hackensack. And Liv Morgan off to a very, very quick start here. Of course, kind of the kicker.
Probably 45 from Rutherford.
Okay.
It's not super close to Rutherford, but it's close enough.
Oh, and Liv up doing a little rope, walking into the drop kick. And of course, the kind of kicker when it comes to a chairs match, you don't need the chair in order to finish somebody off, but it does make for a very effective weapon. And so far, Liv, all the advantage going to her. And Liv already looking to go high risk. Oh, senton. She had a lot of distance to cover on that. Going for the quick victory. Oh, I got a little scared for a second. Not gonna lie. And Liv already working on what might already be a bit of a damaged Cora Jade here. Now stomping that arm, trying to prevent her from being able to do Jaded. And Liv bringing that physicality. Physicality that she probably got from Damien Priest. Oh, Jesus. Now Liv just trying to take Cora outside the ring. Oh, code breaker. This has been all Liv Morgan so far. Oh, and again, another 2 count. Cora Jade definitely did not come into this match 100%, and it is showing right here. Oh, wait a minute, though. And a nice Hurricane run and a kip up. Cora Jade. Now Jade taking her time, having her fun with Liv Morgan. And oh, a senton of her own. Not quite as much distance to cover. But now Cora Jade on the offensive. This is the fighting champion that we've seen. And Jade going to be the first to go for a chair.
Cora needs this moment to revitalize this match so far. It's been all Liv, and again, Liv Morgan making sure it's not easy.
Oh! And the plan.
Didn't win it.
And looking for the Rana. Goes near the chair, not quite on it. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, and Liv, first one to use the chair there.
And one
Cover.
and done.
1, 2,
Ooh.
kick out. Oh, God, I thought that was it.
Cora,
Top rope.
Cora Jade is just not in the best position tonight.
I mean, Liv may have done exactly what she needed to do last week. Jumping with Cora backstage might have cost her this match, but Cora wanted to compete, so I let her.
Uh-oh. And Liv, what's she looking for now?
Oh! Codebreaker there.
Running Codebreaker. Liv, though, not set up.
Looking for Oblivion?
Oh,
yeah. Oh! Oblivion hits, middle of the ring, no ropes needed, cover. 1, 2, 3.
Jesus.
Unfortunately, Cora was just not in the best shape. I mean, she was medically cleared, but clearly not enough.
Oh my goodness, Cora Jade falls, unfortunately, relatively quickly. Liv Morgan bringing that chair in, hitting all the right spots. And your new and third glorious women's champion. And thus begins
Liv Morgan.
Thus begins the tour of excellence for Liv Morgan.
First title to be brought back to the Judgment Day. That's the international one when it was held by Finn Balor.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel the best about this.
I don't either. Clearly, you heard my silence throughout the match. I was just kind of in shock. Yeah, this one kind of sucks.
I mean, an absolutely bitter pill to swallow. I mean, because again, I mean, we all remember where we were when Cora Jade won the title, you know, and it was
probably one of my favorite matches of my career as a commentator and promoter, honestly, and Becky's still not back after that. So,
and again, like it's not even my brand. I'm supposed to, you know, point and laugh, haha, but I was there for that match. Like that was a match that transcended, transcended the brand versus brand hate, transcended everything. That was a moment that you, I, and the whole Nebula got to share together. Cora Jade, absolutely champion of the people, and you know, all champions have to fall, but it sucks seeing it this way. As you said, Liv's attack probably just a bit too much for Cora. You know, obviously Cora does get her rematch, I imagine, at some point, but you know,
Oh yeah, of course. I'm 100%.
I'm sick for her.
I'm 100% the guy who believes in championship rematches because that's what you're owed as champion. You put forth the effort, you represented my brand, you did your best. So whenever Cora wants that, she's got it. Obviously Becky is still waiting in the wings, so maybe she comes back in the immediate future. Who knows? But yeah, Cora, as far as I'm concerned, is first in line.
Absolutely. Well, we will try to move on from that and be a bit more positive. Next up, our semi-main event of the evening. RK Bro, Young Bucks, the Prideful Elite looking to add more gold to that trophy case. And while Wesley came out with Kenny Omega, I'm being informed the Bucks wanting to go out alone, just make it mono, mono. Young Bucks, of course, the only other team to hold tag team gold within Overdrive Pride. But again, as we said, kind of have to put an asterisk next to it, given that in the 2v2 run back, lost those belts immediately. But the Bucks, winners of the Grand Reset for tag team wrestling, and again, you know, they've tagged numerous times in recent memory. This will be RK Bros' first time as a full unit. The Bucks would love to add those brand newly designed tag team titles. And of course, you see with the tag titles when they come out, you know, the title, you know, the bro fist in the middle. But those belts also have an inscription on the side. You know, whenever from, you know, going forward, whenever a new tag team is crowned, they have to take an oath. That oath is inscribed on the side of the belt. If the Bucks win it, they will have to take that oath whenever they come to the ring for their first appearance, defense, whatever it may be. But will they even get a chance to do that?
And for the third time tonight, voices blare through the arena as Matt Riddle and Randy Orton make their way to the ring to defend the prideful tag team titles against the only team so far who have successfully taken them from them.
And that, not riding Scoots to the ring this time just dragging them. And Matt, of course, had to essentially wrestle 2 matches. He's still hyped up for this, but again, you have to imagine the damage being done. Randy said he was going to take the lead in this one. Of course, Riddle now will be first. After the run back will be first in line for the Galactic Championship. Hitting the pose, and now both these men raising their belts. Of course, outside of that TLC match, these guys absolutely unstoppable as a tag team. But does that come to an end tonight? The Bucks watching on, obviously they are very much not enthused. Nebula, of course, 1,000% behind these guys. It's going to be a very interesting matchup. And this is your semi-main event.
The Young Bucks have the opportunity to become the second team, or in the third team, I said, become 2-time tag team champions. Obviously, Creed successfully doing that earlier tonight, and Rated RK Bro, who don't have Edge. I don't know why I keep saying that.
that would be their trio's name.
Indeed, maybe that should be a focus for me in the draft coming up. But RK Bro are the only other team to do that. The first team to become 2-time tag team champions, actually.
Indeed, well, first time until tonight. Of course, the Bucks, they got that intense look in their eyes. They are absolutely all business here tonight. And, of course, this is being a standard 2v2 match. So this matchup, absolutely all business, of course. Conducted under Pride rules. This will be a 10 count. Whew. I got goosebumps. It's going to be a good one. Of course, could this be the last time they're handing off those belts? And if you saw when the belts flashed on screen, you got a glimpse of the Prideful Pact. If the Bucks win, I will be reading that out to you to show what it says. If not, well, hey, you're just going to have to wait. And of course, Randy, as we said, taking the lead. Prideful Tag Belt on the line. Let's go. And Randy, oh, well, he's off to a hot
Stiff
start.
clothesline from the Apex Predator, Randy Orton.
Of course, Randy, as he said, going to take the lead in this match, give Riddle as much time to recover as possible. Oh, Jackson, though. Quick start, nice DDT. And again, you have to wonder what shoes these guys wrestle in. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually wrestled in Jordans.
No, they definitely do. The Jacksons 100% do. Nick Jackson here in trouble.
And Randy already tagging in Riddle, trying to get that dual offense going. Oh, no.
Knees of Riddle.
Very brief, and now Riddle, have to wonder how fresh he is. Looking pretty good so far. Might be looking for...
Nick in trouble.
I don't know why, but that just looks funny.
Springboard thrust kick.
But like, it wasn't even like a full like springboard. He like just all he did was just moonsault.
Oh, springboard moonsault by Matt Jackson.
It was more so like a jump over and kick, which is why I found it funny. And now Jackson, ooh, if you're Riddle, this is the worst place you want to be right now. Getting worked over outside the ring.
Elbow drop by Matt again. Matt blue, Nick silver.
Thank you. I was
Yeah,
dead
it's
ass.
the
I was just gonna do what I always do and just say Jackson.
Yeah, Nick is the taller one, and Matt is usually wearing the bandana.
Now Matt, he's got some distance, decides against it ultimately, looking for a drop kick splash or something.
German.
Oh. German against the ropes, and Riddle, a very smart tag right there, but he's rolling
Drop
out the
kick
long
by
way.
Randy.
And Matt,
DDT.
with that flurry of blows of
Matt.
his own. Ooh!
Oh my god. Springboard backwards leg drop is tough. 1, 2, kick out. Randy might have been in trouble there. Matt Jackson. Full advantage.
And Riddle just having to watch on. The Bucks doing a very
Nice
smart
look to the
thing.
corner.
You know,
Now the Bugs are the aficionados when it comes to tag team maneuvers.
and whee!
It is
Shoulder tag.
long darts.
Oh, I love that. That shit always looks good.
Nick now in control. Back to the corner. Frequent tags will be their best friend here.
Absolutely, I was about to bring that up. That's the ultimate advantage that the Bucks have.
Love the shoulder tackle.
The fact that they can take a
Oh, okay, wow.
high
Springboard.
risk, high maneuver, but no reward. As we were saying, the Jacksons can take advantage of those frequent tags. RK Bro, not so much, given the condition of Riddle. But Riddle tagging back in. And of course, Randy can still go, but of course, age, his back, everything like that. Floating Bro, and he might have gotten...
Didn't get enough of it. He got his foot, but that didn't really help.
But I think Riddle's head hit somewhere near the bottom of the rope, so yeah, I think...
Oh, kick to the back of the head.
I think Riddle definitely got the worst of that exchange.
To the corner now. Again, frequent tags are going to be key here.
But now
Back body. No,
Oh, yeah.
double shoulder tackle returning the favor.
Now referee getting in Riddle's way as he tries to get out. Here's a cover now by Randy.
Orton.
Not even the one.
No count. Oh, counter. The crowd cheering.
Matt was a little bit too late to respond right there. And do they go for the tag again? Yes, they do. I'm surprised by how frequent
Smart.
RK Bro's tagging in.
I mean, honestly, if you keep Riddle in the match by keeping him in and out of the match, it's probably for the best when Randy's back, which the Bucks will definitely begin targeting eventually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Clothesline by Matt Jackson.
Absolutely, but this is what you can't have happen. You can't have either of the Bucks get the upper hand of Matt Riddle.
It looks like a tag.
Oh, God.
Punch to the gut there.
That gut was targeted by Hook numerous times in the opening match.
Oh, Riddle countered. No.
No, that went exactly as
Animation
planned.
just looks weird, yeah. Reverse suplex.
And Riddle fighting Matt, though, but Nick waiting. Nice little scoop slam.
Scoop slam. Matt.
Oh, he missed!
Still on the outside. Nick misses.
But
That springboard looked like a crossbody he was going for. Obviously, but no man up. Nick Jackson doing what he does best. Over celebrating.
Riddle was still writhing in pain. Oh, he tried to go for a V-trigger, but missed.
Oh, sling blade. Into a drop kick.
But honestly, you know, even despite some miscalculations, the Bucks can afford to make a few mistakes when Riddle's in the ring.
To the corner. Oh, slap to the face. Tag.
Uh-oh. What could they be looking for?
Oh, it's
back
double
body.
back body drop.
Of course.
Matt Jackson now fully in control.
Oh, looking
Into a
for-
sharpshooter.
Oh, trying to tap out Riddle, who tapped out Hook earlier tonight, and Randy the
Drop
quick
kick.
save.
Randy having to use that break-in.
Honestly, probably smartest thing he could have done. You know Riddle's
the
already
corner.
worse for wear.
Oh, Riddle.
And what's he thinking? Oh, now putting Matt to the corner. And now Randy back
Another
in.
tag.
Freshest man in the match. Oh, wait a
Oh,
minute.
yeah. Oh,
Powerbomb to the RKO.
Powerbomb into the RKO. Reverse RKO cover.
But Nick's going to be there to
Nick.
break that up immediately.
Boot to his face of Randy Orton.
Using a very...
I did not expect that to be their tag finisher right there.
You know,
Oh, classic Orton. Because the V word is Michael Cole exclusive.
nice.
Cover. 1, that might be it. 2,
Are you...
3,
what?
and it is.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, he took a powerbomb RKO and then his brother broke it up.
That's true. Maybe not the most epic fashion, but RK Bro still your prideful tag team champions, which very much means Matt Riddle going after the coveted double
Galactic
champion.
title.
Yeah, double champion crown. Could be the first in the company to do it. And RK Bro played that very well. A few hiccups along the way. But RK Bro plays it best they can, and they are still your prideful tag team champions. I mean, hey, nothing else really to say. They did the do. They proved they're still best tag team in the Orange brand right now. And still.
Absolutely. And still your. But now, it is time for our main event.
Ooh.
Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon. A man who has traveled the world to hone his craft, taking on Japan's greatest export. The one, the only, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
Ooh,
2 out of 3 falls.
no
disqualifications.
disqualifications.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match and is for the Action Championship.
That's definitely not what that's called, Ryan. But Overdrive World Heavyweight title on the line, Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon. We don't have enough money for Final Countdown, unfortunately.
Nah, we ain't got Tony money. But I actually do
Dragon.
like this song. It's very triumphant.
Yeah, this I like it too. Making his way to the ring with his OCW exclusive thing. Yeah, because we ain't paying for the other one either. Because that's Flight of the Valkyries remix with rap music, and that probably also costs money that we don't have. But
People sleep on that entrance, but I actually really like it.
I like it.
Of course, as we stated so many times in the pre-show, running down the card, big match Bryan Danielson is just a completely different beast. And
Absolutely, the man was born for greatness, but I don't think you can spell greatness without the words Kazuchika Okada. And I know that doesn't make sense literally, but it does.
It doesn't make sense, but it does. It's like the book in iCarly. Bigfoot, true or real? Great joke. But the Rainmaker, you know, a two-time Overdrive World Champion, but his second reign, even hiatus notwithstanding, much longer than the first. And I mean, we talk about big match Bryan, but again, you know, Okada, when he shows up, he always turns it on. And I mean, in all of his big matches, really since winning it back in Champions Ballad, Okada has been nigh unstoppable.
The first and the fifth. The longest reigning, the most cumulative, whatever name you want to attach to it, Okada is it. I, for one, am very excited to see if this is the match, if this is the moment, if this is the professional wrestler that takes Okada to the limit. Obviously, Okada losing the Glorious Championship originally to Otis, and what was a shock to many, including himself. But since then, since the Champions Ballad, obviously Ricochet and Kevin Owens also being former world champions, he's been absolutely unstoppable.
But does he hit a brick wall in the American Dragon? As he says, he doesn't build kingdoms, he burns them to the ground. Wait, did they say he's coming in at 38 pounds?
I want to say he's at 238, but
I just heard the 38, which would be really funny. Oh god, 38. He would die. One drop kick, he would die.
Fucking explode. I mean, but he'd be fast as shit, boy.
Okada handing off that belt for what could be the final time, or he could be seeing it later. Ladies and gentlemen, main event of Phoenix Rising, the Dragon, the Rainmaker. 2 out of 3. No disqualification.
Oh, dropkick immediately. The sheer size difference, by the way.
I mean, you can say that for just about any Bryan Danielson match, unless it.
Yeah,
unless he goes up against like Leo Rush.
Huge. No, I'm good. I would say that's a guy I'd like to see in OCW, but I thought about it. We got like 3 Leo Rush.
Nah, for sure.
It's not a knock on Leo either. I love Leo.
Oh yeah, he's great. And Bryan going for the quick cover off the cross body.
1, 2.
Oh.
Could you imagine? Could you fucking imagine?
Nah, I think Rainmaker was just playing games, trying to lure him into a false sense of security.
Okada, stiff strikes.
Now these two tying it up.
Coda's coming back tonight.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I gotta actually watch Dynamite.
I gotta see if I can convince the girlfriend to watch it.
Man, you gonna put it up on your phone?
I mean, I do, but when it comes to multiple sources, I tend to get a little distracted. Like I was able to watch most of the Mexico show, but I definitely missed the main event due to reasons. Good reasons.
Yeah, reason. What was the main event again?
I want to say that was Max versus Mystic. No, I think it was one of the big tag matches. What it was. Because there was like a 10-man, like a 14-man tag match that night. Now Okada finally getting the best of that exchange with a headlock takeover. Of course, chain wrestling, not a stranger to either of these two. And
yeah, okay, it was a 10-man They have Beast Mortals, Death Riders, and the Bucks against the Ops and Swerve and Will.
And Danielson got worked over for a little bit, bites out of it, and now another cover hooks the far leg. Now Okada this time, no games, out at 1. Brian, though, remaining on the defensive, or offensive, I should say, excuse me. Oh, picking him up. Oh, wow. Never seen that combination before, but Okada already back up.
Okada now.
Now spinning Falcon Arrow. Surprised he doesn't go for the cover there because no one kicks out of the Falcon Arrow. Of course, no disqualification, so Okada going for a weapon. Oh, he gets to a table. But Brian not going to dare let him set it up. Now a nice backhanded chop. Now Danielson trying to regain some momentum. Oh, what a kick!
Knee there. But now Danielson with the table, will he set it up? Yeah, he does middle of the ring. Will the curse that he who sets up the table must go through it come true tonight?
Danielson, scoop slam. Maybe
Cover.
the table was just some psychology. Going for the first fall, out at 1.
No.
I mean, Okada's already a very hard person to get down for the first 1, 2, 3. How the hell is he going to get him down for the... Okay, well, that might play a role in it.
Yeah, to the outside. Yeah, that'll probably do it.
Of course, no disqualifications. But the count's still
he's
on.
trying to take the count out? 4? Yeah.
I'm 99% certain it was a 20 count.
Yeah, it should be a 20. I would hope so.
If it's not, ref goes into business for himself, which we've seen a few times.
Danielson.
Of course, nothing beats the first 15K Battle Royale where everyone just went into business for themselves.
Still pissed about that.
That was
2 years later, and I'm still pissed about that.
Oh, yeah, of course. The pettiness between both of us is unreal. And Okada hitting the pose very briefly. Oh, dropkick, but he misses. Psycho knee!
Oh,
Psycho knee out of nowhere!
Cover.
Oh, Brian couldn't steal
I also
fall.
hate that Wheeler Yuta has just like stolen that. Like, I get why.
The other people to do it,
Wheeler
though,
Yuta has just stolen it.
he's believable with him doing it. Oh, and Brian.
Okada, though, absolutely not.
He slips through and a little crucifix bomb.
Pin.
Drop and rolling around. Danielson countering that pin with everything he's got. Here's the pin
Cover.
now. Oh, out at 1. Not even. These two going absolutely toe for toe.
Danielson in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Will Danielson be the one to go through the table? And oh my God, and he is. Again, he who introduces the table must go through it.
And Okada's bleeding. That blood might be in the eyes. That's why he's missed a couple of his shots. All backhand looking for Rainmaker.
Oh my God, Rainmaker cover.
For the first fall.
1, 2.
Ooh.
Oh my God, hello?
Still not a fall between either of them.
Bryan Danielson goes to a table, then eats a Rainmaker, and still kicks out.
This very much is a
Deep arm drag.
different American Dragon tonight. This is not the guy who lost the open weight title. This is the guy who steamrolled through the Dream Open to win the title. Up.
Come back.
Looking for it again. Clothesline.
What a clothesline.
If he went for the pin and got it, I would have called that the Psycho clothesline.
Oh, wait.
Danielson
Another one?
Another pile driver.
Cover.
For the first
Okada in
fall.
trouble. 1, 2, 3. The first fall goes to Danielson.
Danielson up 1-0. Again, it's hard to pin
Arm drag.
Okada once. Much less twice, but Okada already back up. He is none too happy about the circumstances. And now he's got control of that. That hurt
Working
me.
that arm, Jesus.
And Okada going to that neck. Of course, that neck
Okada
being
got
why
cover.
Danielson had to medically retire.
1, 2.
Oh,
Kick out.
and Okada's pissed off. He's down 1-0. Thought working on that neck could fix it. And a clothesline, maybe a mini Rainmaker of sorts.
1, 2.
Still out
Kick
at
out
2.
on Danielson.
Okada is beside himself. Dropkick misses.
This is drop kick. Danielson with an it kick.
Oh, and Danielson, he's not beyond weapons. And is that a prosthetic arm?
That was a prosthetic arm. What the?
Well,
Danielson.
I know where Head's
Strike
arm
after strike.
has been all the time.
Clothesline. Danielson to the corner. You picked the worst corner, but okay.
Oh, I think he realized he was picking a bad corner, which is why he didn't stay there. Now Danielson, scoop slam, middle of the ring.
Slam.
What's on the mind of the draft?
Danielson.
Oh! This is one of many a
Into the
championship.
lapel lock. Into the lapel lock.
He's got it locked.
Cover.
Oh,
Oh
God,
my
taps immediately.
Just tap out the one.
Oh my God, 2-0.
What a match!
And and Elias's mic crapping out of sheer joy and disbelief. Danielson from the open weight to the world title. Big match. Bryan Danielson has done it once again.
Like the prosthetic arm. It's just.
He picked that shit up and was like, I don't need this shit.
Bryan Danielson does what only 2 other men have done, and only one man has honestly done really successfully, and that's pin Okada. And then that in itself was for the World Championship.
And he did it twice. 2 pinfalls to 0.
2 falls to zip, 1 pinned off the Busaiku knee, and the other off the label lock, a submission win. Bryan Danielson is our new world champion, but the interesting thing here is Finn Balor is the #1 contender, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we're getting. God, I know Danielson never really did a full New Japan run. I don't think, but fuck, that's a.
No, he didn't actually get to go to New Japan.
Would that be a first time ever between Balor and Danielson?
There's one way to find out. Google is my Prince debit.
Well, while he looks that up, what a win by Danielson! And again,
Versus
he went.
Bryan Danielson.
He went through the.
Okay, they wrestled in NWA Empire.
Okay, makes sense. But Danielson threw a table, Rainmaker, still out at 2. I mean, that resilience is absolutely unmatched. Not a soul has left this building as Danielson continues to relish in his victory inside the ring. Okada, again, a phenomenal second title reign. But the American Dragon does what he said he was going to do. Burn down the kingdom of the Rainmaker. And now the Dragon sits atop Overdrive Championship Wrestling. That's crazy.
They only have the 1 match.
Wow. So second time ever. But you know what I just realized? Fucking Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega are now the top guys in our promotion. That's a crazy fucking statement.
Look at us.
Look at us. See? We know ball. We know wrestling. Oh my goodness.
Indeed we do. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot to look forward to in the fallout of Phoenix Rising this week on Wednesday and Thursday Night Pride and Glory. Or Thursday and Friday Night Pride and Glory, excuse me. Is that correct?
Yeah, you were right second time.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday night are going to be very interesting, but for now, I mean, honestly, great show, great card. New champions were crowned, some champions retained. We got our Grapplers Cup winner, with a new internet champion in Austin Theory with his first title defense coming up this Thursday. Good show.
That-
No, great show.
Absolutely great show. And you know something, you know, when I was going back, you know, before the show, I went back to Break the Ceiling. And that's because Break the Ceiling came at the end of our first, it was our first year, but really it was our first 6 months as, you know, as a company. And, you know, that was one of the few times that we really kind of, you know, took off the mask. And I mean, we like to get, you know, pretty heartfelt sometimes, but that was one of the few times that we truly just took off the mask and, you know, just talked about how much OCW, you know, meant to us. And, you know, the reason for the hiatus, there were just events, you know, outside of our control that happened, and it really sucked because we said we were going to be here week to week, you know, doing the thing. And that first era of OCW means a lot to me. It was very experimental, and it still is to an extent, but it was very experimental, you know, it wasn't quite what it is now. And when that got taken away from us, that sucked. That sucked a lot, and we always dreamed of coming back bigger and better, and for a while, it just didn't happen. I had things in my life, Elias had things in his, but to be back, to have risen from the ashes, you know, as we say, which is really the whole point for this paper even existing, I don't think things could be any better than they are right now. We're fucking going week to week. It's a tighter show, tighter presentation. You know, shit's been so much fun to put together. Partner, I'm just happy to be back, is the long and short of all this.
You know what? First of all, brother, I love you. I'm glad we're back.
Love you too.
Year in the making, honestly. And I think we did a phenomenal job. Our Phoenix Rising is definitely a great way to cap off what has been a very revitalizing 4 or 5 weeks. And I'm super excited, beyond excited for what the rest of the year shall bring for OCW.
It's going to be a very fascinating ride for sure. But I don't think I have any further comment. Elias, do you have anything else you would like to say?
See you guys Thursday. He's Stanley Brewer. I'm Elias Storm. We are the Kings of Commentary. And this has been Overdrive.
Back from the dead, rose from the ashes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And we will be seeing you